Good evening. It is Friday. It's the big one. It is Arsenal women away against Chelsea, the top two in the WSL. It's going to be a very, very important 90 minutes of football coming up at the in the title race. Who is going to come out on top? Of course, we do lead by 2 points. Chelsea do have a game in hand. Shows how big this game is. We'll be watching it the other side of this. I put the wrong intro on. We kind of the wrong intro, otherwise that would really blow our chances. So we've sorted it out. I'm not on my own tonight, actually. We've got a special guest joining me. You will recognise him, of course, from the Arsenal Women's Show. It's, of course, Andreas. How are you doing? You okay tonight?
Good evening, everybody. Not bad, but we're very nervous. And the closer the match is coming, I'm more nervous. Yeah, it's the match of the season, and maybe our season will be decided tonight. So it's a big match.
It is a big match, and these are the team lineups. Actually, I've got a picture of them. I'll put them on the screen, and we can have a look at them. So obviously the Arsenal lineup, as you can see there, Zinsberger in goal, Maritz, Williamson, Sousa, and Catley the back four. Not a bad back four. That probably the strongest we could have gone with, obviously, with Katie suspended. Walty and Kim Little as the sort of two in midfield. Then Miedemar is going to be in the number 10 position by the look of it. And then we're going to have Beth Mead and Caitlin Ford either side of, obviously, Stina Blackstenius starting a game in the WSL for the first time. Look at that bench as well. Most teams in the WSL would love to have that start in the starting 11, let alone on the bench. Williams, Beattie, Boy, Wayne Roffer, Nobbs, Manham, Iwabochi, Paris and Heath. Wow, what a bench that is, by the way. The Chelsea lineup, then they make just one change from the game against Man City at the weekend. So it's obviously Anna-Katrin Berger in goal, back four, Carter, Bright, Nguyen and Anderson. They've got Ingle, Wright and then Cuthbert in midfield, and then Harder, Kerr and Kirby comes into the starting 11 in place of Jess Fleming. Chelsea have only got 7 players on the bench as well, so maybe they've got a few injury issues going on themselves. I mean, Andreas, what have you made of the two lineups there?
Best possible lineups for us and for Chelsea, to be honest. From an Arsenal point of view, I hope that Emma wouldn't bring Harder, Kerr and Kirby, but she did. It's the best Chelsea can bring, and the best possible lineup for us, I think, without Katie. But yeah, you can't blame it on the lineup. It's top players on both sides, and it will be a fantastic match. I think if you see the offensive power on both sides, it's unbelievable.
It is, yeah. So having said that, it's bound to be 0-0 now. We've said how much great attacking power there is, but we've had some comments in the chat already. Andy's in. How you doing, Andy? Says good evening. What a starting 11 and lineup indeed. Very exciting. He says, hope we can press early on and hurt their build up from defence in the absence of Eriksson. Yeah, that's what we're probably planning to do by our lineup by the look of it. Herman's in the chat as well. He says, hoping for a great match with a win for Arsenal, of course. Yeah. That's what we all want. And Herman says, on that topic, they're praising Rob Holding today, perhaps selling him. Yeah, I mean, Rob Holding played well last night, actually, for Arsenal, I thought, when he came on. A difficult game. And Andy says, good evening, Andreas, as well. There you go. So a few early comments in the chat already as we look forward to the kickoff. It's going to be, 10 minutes or so away, this big game. The nerves are starting to really kick in now, actually. It is going to be a big game. I'll put the score up on there as well, so we can keep a track of that as we go along. Let's hope there's a few goals in the Arsenal column tonight. Certainly, the lineup suggests that there could be goals in this game. As Andrea says there, you know, the attacking power on both teams is just incredible, really. You know, and it's, apart from anything else, I'm hoping it's going to be a good advert for the WSL, because it's the two top teams. The FA Cup final didn't really go like that, did it? It was a very one-sided game, wasn't very enjoyable to watch, certainly not from our perspective. And I'm hoping that it's going to be more like the league game at the start of the season, which was a fantastic game of football, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course, it will be important to be awake from the first second. I don't want to fall behind after 10 or 15 minutes. Then it will be extremely difficult, because we all know how strong they are, at least at home at Kingsmeadow. They are experienced, they are clever, they know how to bring it over the line if they are in the lead. So let's hope that we can that we won't concede in the first 10, 50, 20 minutes, and then the match will develop. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's important, isn't it? I mean, in all these big games, the first goal tends to be important, and you saw that in the Chelsea game against Man City at the weekend. You know, Chelsea got that early goal, and although Man City played reasonably well, I know the wind played a part in the game, but Man City played pretty well. But when you're behind that early, it's very difficult, isn't it, to come back against a team like Chelsea, especially, as you said, at Kingsmeadow, where they are so strong. So, yeah, it is going to be important, that first goal. And I'll be quite happy the longer it stays at 0-0, actually. I wouldn't mind that at all. We can really grow into the game. We have got that attacking threat that's going to cause them a lot of problems as well. And our defence tonight, Williamson and Souza, that looks a good partnership, doesn't it? It's been a good partnership. I know they've not played that much, but when they have played, they've looked good together, haven't they?
Exactly, yeah. It's the defense I would have chosen too. Of course, Leah, if she's fit, she must play, and Afa made a good impression, and it could be that they fit together very good. Of course, she has much more pace than Jen has, or Simone. So I'm glad that he chose these two, and it will be important that we defend very good. That as I said, that we don't concede in the first few minutes. What we did in last matches, we were behind against United, against Brighton, against City all the time. We were behind. So let's hope they are really aware how important the first minutes are. Don't fall behind. It will be very, very difficult to come back against Chelsea. You can't say, oh, there are still 50 or 60 minutes we can score against Chelsea. Is so clever. Maybe they will bring it over the line 1-0 like against City. So yeah, the first minutes, please, no goal for Chelsea.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't want to go for Chelsea at any point unless we're about 3-0 up and there's 5 minutes to go. Maybe then Chelsea can score them. But yeah, I mean, it is going to be one of them games, isn't it? I think that Chelsea have been a lot more solid defensively than we have in recent games. They've not conceded too many goals. We've been a little bit sloppy at times. Set pieces, we haven't been the best at dealing with as well. You know, corners and free kicks, we've conceded a few, haven't we, in recent games? And yeah, it's I don't know. That what worries me a little bit. But having said that, you know, we haven't seen this back four play together before, have we? Because since Souza's come in, Catley was away, and then obviously Katie's been playing, and now Catley's back in. So it's a new back four in a way. But having said that, it looks a good back four to me, well balanced. 2 left footers, 2 right footers. I think that's a good balance at the back to have. We've got 2 central defenders who can bring the ball out, start attacks as well, and I think that's important. Millie Bright's just getting a little memento, a 200th appearance tonight. It is for Chelsea. Let's hope that we can ruin that little party for her in the next 90 minutes. But that's it's a good effort from her, isn't it? 200 games, for Chelsea. That's a good achievement for her. So well done to Millie Bright. But let's hope that it's not her night tonight. They've just got a head-to-head up, actually. It's 9 wins each and 4 draws in the 22 WSL games that we've played against each other. So it just goes to show how tight it is and how there's so little to choose. And you think Chelsea have had the better of things, haven't they, in the last probably 3 or 4 seasons? They've had the much better of things against us. We struggled to beat them just that first game of the season this year. So everything's maybe in Chelsea's favour in a lot of respects. But they've not faced this starting 11 for Arsenal before, have they, Chelsea? They won't really have known too much about the way we're going to play tonight, I don't think. You know, with Viv and with Stina both playing, that's exciting, isn't it, to see? I know they linked up well on Saturday against Man United. Can they do it again? That's going to be the key, perhaps, to this game, I think. The teams are coming out now, actually, as well, which is good. So we'll see how they like. I think Arsenal are going to be in the lime-coloured kit, actually, tonight, and Chelsea, obviously, in their blue, as you would expect. Arsenal led out by Kim Little, of course, Captain Kim Captain, fantastic. They are in the lime yellow kit with a nice blue top tracksuit top on at the minute as they come out of the tunnel. Viv at the back as usual. Let's hope that Arsenal can produce a good performance tonight, which is going to be needed, isn't it? I think if we're going to win this game, we're going to have to play well. Matt's in the chat. How you doing, Matt? Obviously from the Arsenal Women's Show. He says hello to you all. Strange that we don't have our usual Friday night pod. It is. That's, blame Sky TV for that little situation, but I'm sure we'll be back very, very soon. And Herman says there, Arsenal brought in 3 very good players. Kudos to the club and the team. Exactly. Control the nerves, keep calm and cool. Well, yeah, hopefully the players will, because I can't. But anyway, let's hope that the players can keep cool and calm, because it is a night for steady heads on the pitch, isn't it? That's what it's about. And we've got Lamin as well. He's from Italy, he's a Chelsea fan. We'll let you off being a Chelsea fan tonight. Unless Chelsea win, then we'll kick you out and we won't speak to you again. Let's hope it's a good game. I'm sure it will be. Thanks for tuning in. I know you've been in the chat a few times recently. It's good to see you from Italy. Fantastic place in the world as well. So yeah, we're just the teams are out getting ready for this big kickoff. So Arsenal in the yellow kit tonight. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, really. I don't know why we couldn't wear red, actually. Chelsea in blue. No real reason why we couldn't wear the home kit. But anyway, I guess it is what it is. We'll go with the yellow and hope that it proves to be lucky.
I think it's Caitlin's 50th match for Arsenal tonight.
Yes, I think it might well be, actually. I think you're right, yeah. Larry says in the chat, please don't kick me out. No, we won't really kick you out. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. We just want a good game of football tonight. We want to see 2 teams, the 2 best teams in the WSL just going for it, really. And I'm sure they will. And let's hope it's a game very similar, I said, to the one back in September. That was one of the best games of football of the season, let alone the best game of women's football. I thought it was the best game I've seen all season, actually, for quality, excitement, action, everything. It was such a good game. So let's hope for something similar tonight. And a similar result would do me as well. I don't think it's going to be 3-2, but, I mean, we'll see. I think it might be a little bit tighter. What's your score prediction going to be, Andreas, just before we start? You've seen the team lineups. How are you feeling?
It would be a big surprise if the final result is 0-0 with this attacking power on both sides. So I say it will be a draw, but 2-2. I can't imagine that they don't score.
No, I can see there being goals. I mean, I wouldn't mind a draw. I mean, a win for Arsenal would be fantastic. I'm actually feeling pretty confident. Having seen our lineup, it's an exciting lineup. It's what I would have pretty much anyway. It's just maybe Caitlin Ford over Tobin Heath was the one I was a little bit unsure about. I don't know. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal just because I want us to win. So it's a little bit optimistic. And Dead on Sire in the chat says 3-1 to Chelsea. Well, I hope that's not the case. We don't want it to be 3-1 to Chelsea. But anyway. Arsenal are going to kick off. We are attacking a goal to our left in this first half. So we'll see how the game plans out. We are going to have the kick off. So at least we're going to start in possession. An early goal for Arsenal would be nice. Andy's gone with me. He's gone 2-1 Arsenal as well. So that's good. Let's hope that that proves to be the case tonight. And we are just about to get underway at Kings Meadow. He had this massive game at the top of the WSL. It is going to be a nervy 90 minutes, I'm sure. But we're off and running. Arsenal in possession straight away. Viv Miedemar with the kickoff. It's gone back in to Leah Williamson. And no clearance is deflected. Arsenal get the first throw over on that far side. Need to settle into this game. I think a good start, as we've said, that we need. Matt says he's not predicting anything. No, it's probably just as well you don't, Matt. We don't want you to predict too much. And Rajendra says, hi, Rajendra. Thanks for tuning in. It's going to be a big 90 minutes this for both these teams, actually, but particularly for Arsenal. Rajendra's going 3-1 to Arsenal, so he's even more optimistic than me. Looked like Arsenal won the ball there from Rafael Souza, but it's actually given us a free kick inside the centre circle to Chelsea. It's been a bit of a scrappy sort of start, really. No one's really got any rhythm yet to the game. It's only not even a minute played. It's a free kick to Chelsea inside the centre circle. Millie Bright takes it over to that far side. That's a good ball, actually, but well defended by Leah Williams inside our own penalty area. But we didn't really manage to deal with that particularly well. Chelsea still in possession on the edge of the penalty area. Goes out wide to that far side. Chelsea still in possession. Arsenal haven't really managed to get this ball away at all. But we've managed to, we conceded a corner, actually. That was good play by Guro Wright and there, who scored the winning goal against Manchester City at the weekend. And she just won a corner for Chelsea in front of the Arsenal fans behind that goal, actually, where it looks like most of the Arsenal fans are tonight. So that'll be good. Let's hope there's some goals for them to cheer. But it is a corner now.
Corner is always a threat for us.
We've had problems, haven't we, from corners?
Yeah. We didn't
This one
defend.
comes in. Actually, that wasn't a good corner, not a good clearance either. It comes to Frank Kirby on the edge of the box. Chelsea are putting us under a bit of early pressure. That's a good header clear there by Leah Walty, and then Arsenal do manage to complete the clearance. Hit long into the Chelsea half. It's a throw to Chelsea on this near side. But that wasn't a great corner, actually, luckily, from Chelsea, was it? So we managed to get away with that one. But it's going to be... Ben Cox says, can I watch this in the United States? I'm not sure, actually. It's on Sky in England. It might be on the FA Player. Not sure in the United States. Stay with us. We will update everything. Herman says there, in the words of Winston Churchill, never quit. I'm sure we're not going to quit. Not yet, anyway. It's getting to that point, and in the FA Cup final, we conceded that goal in it after about 4 minutes. So we're getting towards that point. We need to be a lot more solid in these early stages, and so far so good. 2.5 minutes we've played. Chelsea have a throw on this near side. Goes back to Millie Bright, 200th game for her tonight. Big landmark in her Chelsea career, of course. But that's where the fun's going out. It's a good ball actually over on that far side for Chelsea. Back in again with Hardair. Plays it across. Oh, that's a miss there from Frank Kirby. That was the first chance there. Not great defended. It was a good ball down that far side. Found Hardair. She had a little bit of space. Got in behind the Arsenal defence. It looked like she may have been offside actually. But anyway, it wasn't given. She pulled the ball back to Frank Kirby. Made a good run on the edge of the box. But that was a bit of a let-off, wasn't it, Andreas Rosell?
It was a chance for Kirby, and we were lucky that she didn't control the ball correct.
Yeah, that was the first real chance. But Chelsea coming forward again. That's a great tackle by Leah Wall. She plays the ball forward looking for Stina Blackstenius, but Chelsea just about managed to get that one away. That was Arsenal's first real attack, actually, just after Fran Kirby missed the first real big opportunity for either side. And it was a bad miss, actually, from her. You'd normally expect her to hit the target from there, but luckily she didn't. And now Arsenal looking to get an attack going themselves down that far side. But Millie Bright does what Millie Bright does, boots the ball clear. Good play from Williamson into midfield. Arsenal just starting to settle down a little bit now. It's been a little bit of a nervy start, but we've now got possession on this inside. Catley finds compatriot Caitlin Ford. Plays it back to Leah Walty again, just sitting in front of that defence. Oh, that's a poor ball actually from Leah Williamson. She got away with that actually. Played it straight to... I think it was straight to Hardair, wasn't it? And she luckily got it back. And Arsenal have got possession again. We can't afford to give away possession that easily, can we? In those areas of the pitch. Oh, there's a bit of that far side with Noel Moritz getting involved. Wanted to take a throw quickly, and Gura right and wasn't going to let her. And the referee is now speaking to the Norwegian for Chelsea. But it's going to be a throw to Arsenal on that far side, which Moritz is going to take. Arsenal wanted to try and get a little bit of possession. We played 5 minutes at Kings Meadow. This big game at the top of the WSL. Big game for both these clubs. The winner of this game will be massive favourites to go on and win the league. So that's how important this game is. Steph Catley now coming forward for Arsenal on this near side. Plays the ball to the touchline to Caitlin Ford. Cuts inside. She's going to try and get a shot away. It's deflected. Oh, it almost fell to Blackstenius inside the penalty area, actually. But that's a poor header from Leah Williamson, actually. She's not had a very good start to this game. She's made a couple of mistakes already. And that's a ball played through. They're looking for the runner, Sam Kirby. It's going to run through to Zinsberger. Yeah, Williamson's looked a little bit shaky, hasn't she, so far? Zinsberger there, a little bit under a bit of pressure. That's a long ball forward, but again, Millie Bright reads that well, cuts it out, and Chelsea gain possession again. And Viv Miedema's conceded a free kick. Foul on Fran Kirby. Miedema's going to be playing in a lot deeper role tonight than she has been previously. She likes to drop deep anyway. It's good that she's got runner ahead of her now as well, called Stina Blackstenius. Rajandra in the chat there, as an Arsenal fan, Arsenal win. That's what we want. Of course, that's what we want. I know there's a couple of Chelsea fans in the chat that think otherwise, but we won't worry about them too much. We won't let them enjoy the night. Chelsea again in possession in their own defensive third, trying to play the ball out. Looking to get that ball over on that far side, trying to attack Arsenal's right in these early stages. That seems to be what the plan is. They did that quite well against Manchester City as well at the weekend. But Arsenal won the ball back well there. That was good play, actually, from Beth Mead. But Chelsea have picked up the ball again with Millie Bright. And know each other well then, too, of course, from England. Chelsea now attacking down this near side. Sam Kerr plays the ball into Fran Kirby. Arsenal got a lot of players back behind the ball. In fact, everyone apart from Stina at the minute, which is what we need to do. Keep them doors shut. Chelsea pinging the ball around quite comfortably in Arsenal's final third, but not really getting in behind us or causing us too many problems at the moment. Fran Kirby plays the ball again square to Erin Cuthbert. And now it's over on that far side. Hard there now, can she get across it? No, she goes out wide instead. Plays it into the penalty area. It's deflected, and then Leah Wolsey again, I think it was, who cleared that ball away. And Arsenal want to throw over on that far side. Sophie Ingle kicks it out. It's been quite a nervy start from Arsenal, hasn't it?
It's a better start than in the cup final.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, we were already 1-0 down by this point and struggling to stay in the game, wasn't we? So I suppose it's better than that. But we still look a little bit nervy at the moment, I think. Chelsea have started pretty strongly. But all we got to do, I think, is just hang in there for now. And like you said, if we can get 20 minutes, 25 minutes without them scoring, then we can start to settle down and grow into the game. But this is better from Arsenal. That's a good ball, actually, from Miedemar to Stina Blackstenius. She's done well. The Swede, that's a good ball to this near side to Caitlin Ford. This is going to be an opportunity, is it, for Arsenal? Caitlin Ford cuts inside, plays it square to Kim Little. She shuffles the ball out to the far side to Noel Ritz. Can she get a crossing? It is a cross towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Berger punches, not very far. It comes to Caitlin Ford, puts it back into the 6-yard box. No Arsenal players attacking it. This was good play from Arsenal. But again, Leah Williamson, that was Leah Wolsey, sorry, with that header. But Arsenal do get away with that. But that was our first real chance there of getting an early goal. Good move, actually. Good play from Caitlin Ford. Good play from Stina, actually. Initially held the ball up well and then played it out wide to this near side to Ford. And Shepley did well. Couple of good crosses there into the box, but no Arsenal player on the end of it. Kim Little now pings it out to that far side. This is good. Beth Mead, her first opportunity to really run at that defence. Plays it in towards the far post. Oh, couldn't quite get on the end of it there. Was it Viv Miedemar at the far post? Great ball from Beth Mead. That's what we want to see. We want to see Beth getting on that ball a bit more, don't we? That was a lovely pass to her from Kim Little. She swung that cross round the 6-yard box. Viv was coming in at the far post, just a little bit too far ahead of her, but that was good play that from Arsenal. Suddenly, we strung together 2 or 3 good moves. You think we're settling down now, Andreas?
Yeah, it seems as we are in the match now.
Yeah.
We have more possession. We are coming closer to their goal.
Yes.
As the first nervosity is over. I hope so.
Yeah, we seem to have grown in confidence suddenly. We just picked up this ball again. Noel Moritz on that far side. Could be another opportunity for Arsenal inside the penalty. Beth Mead on that far side. Plays the ball to Kim Little. Pings it in towards Viv on the edge of the penalty area. She tries to hold it up, but she is dispossessed. And Chelsea get the ball through Fran Kirby. But against good pressure from Arsenal, Steph Catley puts Fran Kirby under pressure. And then Rafael Souza steps in from defence. Great play from her. And Caitlin Ford's had a good start to this game. That's a good ball as well. And surely that's a free kick to Arsenal. Millie Bright doing Millie Bright things, fouling people. It was Steph Catley there. The 2 Australians combined well down that left-hand side for Arsenal. Millie Bright fouls Steph Catley. Now we've got a good opportunity with a free kick over on this near side. It's sort of about, 10 yards in from the touchline, right in line with the edge of the penalty area on this near side. We miss Katie McCabe's delivery from set pieces like this. She's so good usually at these positions. Let's hope that Beth Mead can put a great ball in. We've got plenty of bodies in that penalty area looking to get on the end of this. Can we get the lead? 11 minutes played. It's going to be Beth Mead with the free kick. and Chelsea's head gets on it, not very far. Stina Blackstenius heads it back down again, but Chelsea do manage to bring it away now. But again, Arsenal picked it up. This is a good spell from Arsenal, this. We've had a good couple of minutes. Steph Catley there finds Caitlin Ford again, but she can't keep it in. It's out for a throw. But that was a good spell that from Arsenal there, last couple of minutes there. Herman says, good from the two Matildas. It was. They linked up well there, actually. That was good to see. Trying to stretch that Chelsea defence down this near side. But it is a throw, which Jess Carter's going to take. She played well against Man City, I thought, at the weekend, Jess Carter, and she played well in the FA Cup final as well, but she's not really been in the game so far. And Arsenal have now got a throw. They know Sousa keeps it in well, and Arsenal can try and build an attack. Leah Williamson plays it square to Sousa. Left-footed centre-backs are always good to see. That's a good ball into midfield, actually, isn't it? It's cut out, but Kim Little picks it up for Arsenal. We've certainly been the better team in the last 5 minutes. Can we push home this advantage and get the early goal? That's a good ball up the far side again to Stina Blackstenius. He's done well. Can she get a cross in or win the corner? No, she can't do either. And it's gone out for a goal kick. We're looking good suddenly, aren't we? We looked a lot better, aren't we?
Yeah, as I said, we are in the match now. It seems as we have now ball possession.
Yeah. Yeah, we're playing a lot better now. And we've got a comment there from Saib in the chat that says, send me please live match. I would love to be able to do that, but unfortunately the channel would get shut down for copyright issues. So I can't send you the full match, but it is on Sky in England. It may well be on the FA Player. Other than that, we'll keep you up to date with what's going on. So don't worry about that. Stay with us. Oh, Arsenal, they're coming forward now. It's with Viv Miedema. Is it a penalty? Oh, she tried to thread it through to Stina. Maybe she should have tried to shot herself. Another opportunity for Arsenal now. We've certainly on top of this game now. The last 5 or 6 minutes has been great from Arsenal. Can we get the goal, which would really put Chelsea on the back foot? But we'll have to see what happens. That's a long ball from Leah Williamson over the top, over that far side, looking for Beth Mead, but it's a Chelsea head. Anderson it was that got there. But again, Arsenal picked up a second ball. We've done that well so far. Coming forward again down that far side. Stina Blackstenius inside the penalty area. Oh, she's just got a little bit too much on that ball. And it's run out of play for a goal kick. But again, another good spell of play that was from Arsenal. Chelsea can't get out of their half now, which is good to see. And Munian in the chat there says, come on you women gooners, indeed. Come on, indeed, which is great to see. There's quite a few people watching. If you are enjoying the show, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And see if we can break the record for likes tonight. If Arsenal win, we need to break it. It's on, I think 53 is a record. So we've got a long way to go. But if you are watching and you're enjoying it, please give it a like. Herman says there, what position did Blackstenius in the Swedish team? Well, she's the centre forward. That's where she plays. She's just a centre forward, goal scorer. And Munian says, let's win this one. Indeed, let's win it. We've started well, actually. A little bit of a shaky first 5 minutes, but we've settled down. And now we've been the better team, actually, since the last 10 minutes or so. But Chelsea are currently in possession over on that far side. They had 1 or 2 early opportunities down there. It was Frank Kirby, wasn't it, with a great effort just over the top of the bar. And maybe Chelsea could have taken the lead, but they missed that chance. And since then, we've been the better team without really creating a chance yet. Berger hasn't had a save to make. But anyway, Mutoro says, drop link we watch game. Unfortunately, I can't do that. The channel will get shut down for copyright reasons, I'm afraid. But if you have a search around, you may be able to find it somewhere. It is on Sky in the UK, and it is on the FA Player, I believe, as well in other countries. And I think in Europe, it might be on DAZN as well. But
maybe you try ATA Football, the live stream. That's where I'm watching it.
There you go.
Everybody, ATA Football.
Right, okay. There's a link there. Maybe you might be able to catch the game there. It'll be good if you can. But if you can get the pictures, stay with us as well, because it's we'll cover the game better than the TV. So don't worry about that. Just stick with us. And we've got another comment there in the chat says, if we win this one, surely we have one hand on the league. Well, we'll be a lot better position if we do win this one. That's for sure. I think there's still a few twists and turns to come in the title race yet. But yeah, a win tonight for Arsenal would put us in a great position, wouldn't it? We'd be 5 points clear. Chelsea do still have a game in hand, so it certainly wouldn't be over and done with. But it would certainly put us in a very, very strong position. to go on and hopefully win the game. I think we've got a slightly better running than Chelsea as well. I think they've got a few more tougher games than us, so it'll be in our hands if we can get a result here tonight, if we can win this game. But it isn't going to be easy, and it's certainly not been easy so far. 16 and a half minutes we've played at Kings Meadow. Still Chelsea women 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal have been on top, though, really, after a shaky first 5 minutes. It's been pretty much all Arsenal, but Chelsea now have got a bit of possession back. The game's sort of swinging from side to side. Chelsea have a good spell, we have a good spell, and then Chelsea again. But now Arsenal in possession again. And again, it's Caitlin Ford on this near side. She's having a great start to this game. Just towards the edge of the penalty area. She finds Stina Blackstenius on this near side. She plays it back to Steph Catley. Inside to Leah Wolsey. Try to ping the ball through, but it's fell instead to Kim Little. It got deflected. Arsenal keeping up the pressure. Williamson's long ball over to this near side. Good touch again from Caitlin Ford. Can she get a cross in just inside the penalty? Oh, she goes past the Chelsea defender. Oh, she's been brought down. And she's surely that's a penalty. Oh, the referee says no. Was that a penalty? Just Carter it was with the challenge on Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford got past her. A little nutmeg it was inside the penalty area. No, I think that's a foul. I think that's a foul. I think that's a penalty. Ooh, what do you think, Andreas? Do you think that's a penalty?
No. Just watching the slow motion.
I don't think she touched the ball at all, and she did catch her heel, I think.
She didn't touch the ball, but it was no foul. It was. Yeah, of course. Of course, you could give a penalty, but it's not. It's not a must.
No, it was. I just thought there was enough contact. I felt on Caitlin maybe, but anyway. Marcelo's in the chat there. He says, "Where is it broadcasting? I'm in Brazil and I cannot find. I don't know where you'll find it in Brazil. What was that link, Andreas, that you said?
It's ATA football.
Maybe try that ATA football. See if you can maybe find a link on there. I don't know. And Rajendra says better commentary here. Well, yeah. Well, let's hope so. Arsenal coming forward again. This is good play again. It's Viv Miedema on the edge of the penalty. It's going to get a shot away. It's a good ball to this near side. Caitlin Ford couldn't quite get the ball under control first time, and in the end, it's gone behind for a corner though to Arsenal off Jess Carter. That was good play again from Viv Miedema. I found a little bit of space there because she's dropping deeper. It's a good ball to Caitlin Ford on this near side inside the penalty area. Maybe she should have drilled it across first time. She took an extra touch, and in the end, Carter came across and shuffled it behind for a corner. Arsenal's first corner on this near side. We played 19 minutes of this game here at Kings Meadow. Arsenal putting the pressure on in the early stages. It's going to be a corner. Beth Mead's going to take this on this near side. She plays it short to Steph Catley. Can she get a cross in? She can towards the far post. It's a good ball. Stina Blackstenius heads it down. Viv Miedema on the turn. Oh, it was blocked. I don't hit the post or hit a defender. Nearly a lead there for Arsenal. We're having a great spell in this game. We're playing really well at the minute. Beth Mead on the edge of the penalty area again for Arsenal. And Rafaela Souza came forward, but she lost the ball. But we do pick it up inside the centre circle with Leah Wolsey. And Marcelo says there, I wanted to watch the game. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to watch it in Brazil. I've got to be honest. But anyway, stay with us. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. You won't miss anything. And you might enjoy it as well. So, that'll be nice. But anyway, Arsenal currently in possession inside their own penalty area with goalkeeper Manuela Zinsberger. Arsenal now trying to build an attack from the back, put under a bit of pressure from Chelsea, actually. Was that a foul on Leah Wolsey? The referee says no, but we've got possession anyway. They're just showing that earlier chance there. Good header at the far post. Miedema's shot. Oh, I think it hit the post. I think it did hit the post. Wow, that was closer than it looked actually initially. It was a volley there, hit the outside of the post and came out. Very unlucky there from Viv to give us that early lead. That was close. Bit unlucky there, wasn't it, Andreas? That effort there from Viv. It's a good move, actually.
Yeah, I just saw it that she hit the post. It was.
Yeah, it was unlucky, wasn't it? Outside of the post.
She was a lot more comfortable in her offensive midfield role.
Yeah, she is, definitely. But Chelsea now coming forward on this near side. Fran Kirby plays it back to Cuthbert. Chelsea just being forced back again by Arsenal, but that was a good spell out from Arsenal. Almost got a goal there. That shot from Miedemar hit the post. Rajendra says, yeah, 80 football. Try that, Marcelo. See if you can get the game there. But don't leave us. Stay with us as well. And watch the game on 80A if you can. Rafael Souza wins that header. The ball comes to Steiner inside the centre circles. Plays it to this near side to Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford's been fantastic so far in this game. Running at that Chelsea defence again. That wasn't a great ball, actually. Looking for Steiner outside her. And Jess Carter can clear it away. Not very far, actually. Only as far as Steph Catley's header. Put it back towards the Chelsea penalty. A long ball played forward. But Rafael Souza's there. And you have to say, we were halfway through this first half. Arsenal have been the better team. We've had the best chance to score, hitting the post with Viv Miedemar. And we've kept, apart from that early chance from Frank Kirby, we've kept Chelsea at arm's length. And we've looked dangerous every time we've come forward. It's been all a bit of a loose back pass there from Leah Walty, but Zinsberger's there. Goes long in towards the centre circle. But Steiner can't win a header, and Chelsea do pick up possession over on that far side. Now with Anderson, the Swede, plays it square. And now it's with Millie Bright. Chelsea just trying to get a little bit of possession. They've not enjoyed much possession in this last 10-15 minutes. We've been much better. Rajendra says that we're trying it to be too certain. Yeah, maybe we are, but we've certainly been creating a few little problems for Chelsea, haven't we? One or two kind of good opportunities as well. Very close. Viv wasn't she, at scoring with that effort just a few minutes ago. Let's hope that that doesn't come back to haunt us. But I must admit, we're playing. We've got a lot more dominance in this game than I assumed that we were going to have, actually, which is good to see. I'm feeling a lot more calmer now than I was at the start. Are you, Andreas? Feeling a bit calmer having seen the first 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, we are playing like we did in the last matches, only in the second half. Now we're playing so in the first half. That's a good sign. And we have them under control.
We do.
Creating more chances than Chelsea, and they are not as dangerous as I thought. So
no, exactly. And I must admit, I was really nervous before this game, but the way that we've gone about it has certainly calmed my nerves down. We've been the better team so far in this first half, and we're unfortunate maybe not to be in front. In actual fact, that chance that we just say a few moments ago from Viv. But Chelsea are on the attack at the moment. They've got a throw on the far side, deep into the Arsenal half, just about 10 yards in front of the corner flag. It's the first time Chelsea have been anywhere near our goal for quite some time, actually. So we need to be switched on and focused. They are coming forward now, cross towards that far post. It's been overhit. And that sums up Chelsea's first 25 minutes, actually. Their final ball hasn't been great. They haven't been passing the ball particularly well. But we need to take advantage of this because no doubt Chelsea will get better as the night goes on. Rajendra says it's on Sky Sports. It's on Sky Sports in the UK. I'm not sure where it is in the rest of the world. But anyway, it was a good. They're just showing a replay there of Viv's effort. Half volley it was. Berger would have got nowhere near that if it had just been a fraction of 2 or 3 inches further inside that post. We would have been in front because Berger was getting nowhere near that. Viv again picking a lovely pass to this near side. Oh, poor touch actually from Steph Catley. And the ball's gone out for a throw. Viv Miedemar having a big influence in these early stages in that deeper role. She's pinging those passes around and it's finding some good space, particularly for Caitlin Ford on this near side. She's had a really good start to this game as well, causing Jess Carter all sorts of problems. And that's a good header from Rafael Souza there, but it's gone out for a throw again to Chelsea. 25 minutes played. It is still 0-0. It is still nervy, but it's been a good performance from Arsenal so far. I say we're a little bit unfortunate not to be in front. Stina Blackstone working hard again to try to get on the end of something there. Viv Miedemar plays the ball through to Beth Mead. A little bit of space for Beth Mead now. She runs out the Chelsea defence. Beth Mead just inside the penalty area. Oh, shot's deflected. Maybe she took a bit too long to decide what to do, whether to pass it to Stina, who's just made a run outside her, or whether to go for goal herself. In the end, she took too long. And the shot's been deflected on her. I think it was a shot in the end that she tried. It got deflected. Actually, she tried to play it through to Stina and then just Carter completed the clearance. It is a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Maybe Beth needed to be a little bit more direct there. and maybe just gone for goal. But anyway, Arsenal have got a throw now, which they've taken quickly. Steph Catley on this near side, trying to get across in. She finds Ford. Ford plays it back to Rafaela Souza. Plays it square to Leah Williamson. Just knocks it into midfield to captain Kim Little inside the centre circle, and she plays it to this near side to Steph Catley. This has been most of our good attacks have come down the left so far tonight. That's a good ball actually into Stina, holds it up well. She finds Viv Miedemar, pings it into Steph Catley inside the box. She couldn't quite get a shot away, but now Viv can over the top of the crossbar. Unlucky that was again from Viv Miedemar. She's looking very, very lively, very up for this game. She said she wants to win the title for Arsenal this season, and she's certainly been having a big influence on the early stages of this game. That was a good effort, just rising all the time. Didn't really pose too much in the end to Berger's goal, but Viv's looking good, isn't she, Andreas? She's playing well.
Yeah, it's the best match for many weeks. And as I said, she looks very comfortable in her midfield role.
Yeah, she's got a lot more. She seems to be getting on the ball a lot more.
Yeah, she has the ball a lot more than in other matches, and she has the eye for her players, where to put the ball.
Yeah,
it's her best match for a very long time.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely been her best match for quite a long time, and she seems to be on the ball more. I think that's key. When she's playing sort of more forward, she has to drop deeper to get the ball, but then she's not in the right position. Whereas now she can be in the right position all the time. She can pick the ball up, she can pick the pass, and she's dictating the play actually. And Caitlin Ford's playing well as well actually in these early stages. And it's been a good 28 minutes from Arsenal, but suddenly Chelsea coming forward now. Fran Kirby on his near side. Arsenal defence caught out briefly. She tries to chip the ball over Zinsberger, but it's gone over the top of the crossbar. Maybe trying to be a little bit too clever there, Fran Kirby. It was a ball over the top. It was misjudged actually by, I think it was Rafaela Souza, lost the header. It fell to Fran Kirby, and she tried to dink it over Zinsberger. She didn't have a lot of support, to be fair. It was a good flick actually from Sam Kerr, won the header ahead of Souza, and Fran Kirby didn't really make the most of that, thankfully. Chip over the crossbar, but Raphael needed to win that header action. She didn't, so she's got to be a little bit more stronger next time. But Leah Williamson bringing the ball out of defence really well for Arsenal, and she's fouled, is she? Referee says no, but Leah Williamson wins it back anyway. Great play from her. Oh, she tried to thread the ball through to Stina, but we've still got possession over on that far side. Stina Blackstone plays it in to Beth Mead. Oh, she tried a back heel to give it back to the Swede, and it didn't quite come off. And Chelsea managed to clear it away now. Anderson down that far side, but Rafaela Souza's there tidying up well. Great play that was from Leah Williamson. It looked like she'd been fouled on halfway. The referee didn't give it. She got up again, carried on playing. A great ball through. In the end, almost came off a little 1-2 between Beth Mead and Stina Blackstenius, but Chelsea did manage to survive, get it away. But Arsenal again in possession. This has been a very good half an hour from Arsenal here at Kings Meadow. But it's still 0-0. We need to... It's no good being on top and playing well. We need to get a goal and get ahead and then really put Chelsea under pressure. Viv again's got the ball over on that far side. She's had a real big influence in these early stages of this game, in a slightly deeper role tonight. Dinks the ball in towards the near post. Oh, header coming in from, it was Beth Mead it was. She couldn't quite get on the end of it. Any little touch on that with her head may well have directed it into that far corner, but unfortunately just went away from her and it's gone into the arms of Berger. And Chelsea are back in possession, but that was a very, very good ball again from Viv. She's just pinging the ball around for fun in this game. She looks so comfortable out there. This is the sort of game that we've been waiting to see her for quite a while, as Andrea said. Kim Little now coming forward for Arsenal down that far side, finds Beth Mead. Arsenal are swarming all over Chelsea now. Just can we find the goal that would be so important for our title chance? That's a long cross, but it's far too close to goalkeeper Berger and comfortable for the Chelsea goalkeeper. We played 30 minutes, well, 30 and a half minutes at Kings Meadow. It's still 0-0, but it's been a fantastic half an hour from Arsenal. I think this is the best that we've played in the first half of the game, probably since, well, for a long time, actually. I mean, I can't remember last time we played this well in the first half. Can you, Andreas? When was the last time we played like this?
September, October last year, we played so good in the first half.
Yeah.
It's obvious. when Viv drops deeper now, she knows that there's still one in the Chelsea box or so. In the last matches, if she drops deep and gets the ball, she knows there is nobody. So this is totally different, and it's a surprising system for Chelsea, I think, because they haven't got the chance to see them play together with and Stina. So
yeah, I mean, maybe Chelsea's setup has been, it's been how they've been playing recently, but maybe they were more worried about the threat that we've got perhaps for a change. It's unusual for Emma because she's normally on the front foot, I suppose, and obviously they beat us quite comfortably in a cup final, but this is a different Arsenal team. You know, we've got stronger players back. We've got some new signings in which have improved the team, and you can see the difference. And we've certainly been, I say, the better team. But Chelsea coming forward now. Fran Kirby inside the centre circle for Chelsea, plays out to that far side. When Chelsea win the ball, they are swarming forward, but Arsenal get back well. Great play from Beth Mead there. Brilliant tackle. Kim Little can now bring the ball forward for Arsenal. Plays out that far side to Stina Blackstenius. Caitlin Ford's making a great run. Beth Mead, can she get there? No, she can't. Millie Bright's across, plays it out for a throw to Arsenal. Again, no, that's great play from Arsenal. Beth Mead there, brilliant tackle back, won the ball, and then launched a counter-attack for Arsenal. Kim Little played it out to that far side to Stina Blackstenius. She did well, actually. Held the ball up well, played it up the line, looking for Beth Mead. Just a little bit too much on it, though, and Millie Bright was able to clear it away. Rajendra says there, why were two players going for the same ball? Yeah, they did, but we got away with that, so let's not worry too much for now. And Rajendra says that hopefully Chelsea's long balls are poor the whole game. Yeah, they have been so far. They're not finding their passes, are they? So far in this game, Chelsea, thankfully. And I think part of that, I think the pressure we're putting on them's helping, isn't it? They're not able to settle on the ball. That's a good ball forward again from Leah Walty. Nice play again from Caitlin Ford. Beth Mead over on that far side, but the ball just runs away from her. And it's gone out for a throw to Chelsea. It did go off Beth Mead, actually. Again, that was good play from Caitlin Ford. Good, strong play from her. Held the ball up well. Beth Mead looked a little bit surprised that throw didn't go her way, actually. But anyway, it hasn't done. And it is going to be a throw to Chelsea, just in line with their own penalty area over on that far side. 33 minutes, nearly 34 minutes played, getting down towards the closing stages of this first half. It's been a good first half from Arsenal, but we haven't got the goal. And when you're on top in a game like this, it's important that you can get yourself in front. But we're certainly playing well, and that's the main thing, I guess. Steph Catley now plays it back to Rafaela Souza. We've looked pretty comfortable at the back for the most part. One or two slightly shaky moments, but overall, we've been in control of this game. Another poor clearance from Chelsea, actually picked up by Noel Moritz. Now again into Viv Miedemar on the edge of the penalty. Plays it to Beth Mead, fires it across in at the near post, and Berger manages to grab it at a second attempt. Wasn't the greatest ball in, actually, from Beth Mead. I didn't think there. She maybe should have tried to pick out Stina Blackstenius instead of just drilling it in at the near post. Again, Viv was involved, played the ball out to that far side. And that cross, I don't know if that was a cross or a shot, actually, but it was far too close to the goalkeeper. And another chance goes begging. But again, Arsenal picked up possession. Viv again picked up the ball in a good area, running at the Chelsea defence on the edge of the box. She maybe just held on to it a little bit too long there. And in the end, she was closed down. And now Chelsea have got an opportunity for a counter-attack. Sam Kerr on this near side. This is a rare moment for Chelsea in this first half to come forward. Fran Kirby plays it square to Guro Wright. And then now Chelsea trying to launch an attack of their own down that far side. But that wasn't a good ball. Leah Williamson should be able to defend this well, and she does. Brilliant play from Williamson, and good pass as well to Beth Mead. Now Arsenal can come forward on a counter-attack. Viv Miedemar inside the centre circle. She's got Caitlin Ford outside as she plays it through to Stina Blackstenius, but it's just going to run through to Berger in goal. Viv Miedemar is certainly the best player in this game so far. She's been absolutely fantastic. Almost found a partner there, Stina Blackstenius, just a little bit too much on that ball. And Berger was able to come out and gather it. We're down into the last 10 minutes of this first half. It is still 0-0, but Arsenal have certainly been the much better team. We've dominated much of this first half. Just haven't quite managed to get the goal that we deserve. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward again now with Sam Kerr down this near side. She's not really had much of the ball, the Australian, but she's in possession now. She finds Kirby. Now it's with Jess Carter on this near side. This is the best spell of possession Chelsea have had in our half of the pitch for quite some time. Fran Kirby now plays it back to Carter. She's got a little bit of time to maybe get across. Instead, she goes back into the centre circle. And Chelsea, they're still keeping possession, but not really pushing us back too far. Millie Bright now inside the centre circle, plays it square to Nguyen, the Dutch defender. She gets it back again from Erin Cuthbert, plays a ball in a little bit of space now. Ball played into the penalty area towards Sam Kerr. Bounced off her actually. I think she might have been offside anyway. But almost an opportunity for Chelsea there. One or two quick passes almost caught us out. The ball was played through by Kirby to Sam Kerr. But all that was, she wasn't actually offside either. So that was good decision by the linesman to give that as offside. That's one of the best attacks Chelsea have put together. Fran Kirby looking for Sam Kerr, actually hit her on the heel anyway. And Arsenal managed to clear it away. I don't actually think she was offside. She didn't look offside there, did she, Andreas?
Yeah. Well, 1 or 2 centimeters offside.
Very close. But anyway, we got away with that one. Now we're coming forward again. Viv Miedemar pings the ball to this near side again, finding Caitlin Ford running at the Chelsea defence inside the area. She's got Steph Catley for support here. Can she get a crossing? She can towards that far post. Beth Mead's coming in, but again, it's a little bit too close to Anna-Katrin Berger, the Chelsea goalkeeper. And another promising Arsenal attack doesn't come to a big chance to score. Rajendra says they're trying to kick over the midfield. Yeah, I don't know what Chelsea's game plan seems to be really, but anyway, we're certainly dealing with it so far pretty well. We have been the better team. A good header there actually over on that far side from Noel Moritz. And it's going to be a throw to Chelsea. We are now into the last 7 minutes of this first half. It's been a good first half from Arsenal, but so far there is no goals in this game, which is unfortunate for an Arsenal perspective. But anyway, let's see if we can get one before half-time. Could be a big moment to try and score. But Millie Bright currently has got the ball just outside the Chelsea penalty area, just slowing the play down a little bit, trying to get Chelsea a little bit of a breather maybe, because they've been under a lot of pressure in this first half from what has been a very, very good Arsenal performance, a performance of a team that look as though they're desperate to win this title. But Chelsea coming forward now. Erin Cuthbert shot on the edge of the box. It hits Steph Catley. Good defending actually. And again, it's was it offside or not sure? But anyway, it's given a free kick to Arsenal. I think it was offside against Sam Kerr again. But, that was looking a little bit more dangerous. That was from Chelsea. It was Cuthbert's shot. Was it a handball maybe on the follow-up? Anyway, it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Good defending that was from Catley to block that effort from Erin Cuthbert, who of course did score in the game at the Emirates in that 3-2 win for Arsenal. She did get the equaliser just before half-time for Chelsea on that particular day after Viv Miedemar had given us the lead. And, of course, Arsenal ended up winning 3-2. Those 2 second-half goals from Beth Mead. Could do with another goal from Beth Mead tonight would be great. If we can find one, anyone will do, actually. I don't care who scores, but we certainly deserved a goal in this first half. But that's a little ball played through, actually. And is Fran Kirby going to be in? No, she isn't. Zinsberg is out of her goal quickly. Every time the ball goes over the top of the Arsenal defence, I get a bit nervous thinking that they're going to take the lead. That ball was played through there. She was almost in, but great goalkeeping from Zinsberg. She came out quickly. Lovely flick, actually, from Sam Kerr. That was quality play from the Australian, but very, very sharp goalkeeping from Zinsberger there at the feet of Fran Kirby to deny that opportunity. But although we've dominated the game, Chelsea are always going to be dangerous when they get in those little pockets just on the edge of our penalty, aren't they, Andreas? We're going to have to be switched on for the whole game, aren't we? No matter how well we're playing.
Especially Fran Kirby is very good today.
Yeah.
Whereas Sam Kerr hasn't got many scenes so far.
No, she hasn't, luckily. There was a nice little flick from her just a minute ago. But yeah, Fran Kirby's finding some little space. That's a good ball played in. Steph Catley's head's not a very good header, actually. It comes out to Fran Kirby. Across to the far post. The header comes in. It's going to go over the top of the crossbar. I think it was Guru Wrighton, it was, with the header. She did score with a header at the weekend, an important goal against Manchester City. But again, Arsenal kind of didn't really deal with that too well defensively. It was Sam Kerr with the cross to the far post. The header came in from Guru Wrighton, but it was comfortably over the top of the crossbar. But Chelsea just had 1 or 2 little moments there as we head towards the last 4 minutes of this first half. one or two little moments there that will make them certainly feel a little bit better. But Arsenal in possession again over on that far side with Stina Blackstenius trying to get past the defender Nguyen there, and in the end she's forced back. But Arsenal do keep possession. Kim Little playing in a deeper role now in the last few games. Again, Stina Blackstenius down that far side, but it's a good tackle on her there by Nguyen, the Dutch defender. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal though in the attacking third, in line with the Chelsea penalty area. And we've got another comment in the chat there. Where can I watch the match? The best place to try is what Regina says at ATA Football. Maybe try that. If not, just stay with us. We'll keep you going with everything that's happening at Kings Meadow. It's been a good Arsenal performance. We are 4 minutes or three minutes almost away from half time. Arsenal coming forward again down this near side with Caitlin Ford, who's played well. Dinks the ball across. Blackstenius is in. Oh, that's a poor header. Oh, a free header from about 8 yards. The ball was slightly behind her, it has to be said. Great play again from Caitlin Ford. Cut inside from that left. Put a decent ball in. Stena Blackstenius got away from the two central defenders of Chelsea. But it was a poor header off the side of her head there. She didn't get any direction on that. That was a big chance, wasn't it, Andreas, there?
Yeah, she was all alone.
Yeah.
Oh,
She should have done better there. Yeah.
She didn't realize how much time she had for the header.
Oh. No, that was a big chance, actually, a really big chance. Caitlin Ford again's won the ball, but this is good pressure from Arsenal. She switches the ball over to the far side to Nolmerich. This is a good play again from Arsenal, actually. We've certainly been the better team in this first half by quite some distance, but Pernell Harder there tries to break through. She's gone past two players, and then she's fouled by Noel Moritz, and surely the Swiss defender is going to get a yellow card for that pull back there on Harder. In fact, she does get a yellow card. It's the first yellow card of the game. 43 minutes played. She can't have too many complaints either there. I don't think Noel Moritz. She was beaten first of all there by Harder, and then she just pulled her back. Silly foul, really, but I guess you're taking one for the team maybe to stop that counter attack. That's her second yellow card of the season for Noel Moritz there. But Harder's not really been in this game much actually so far, but that was a dangerous moment there. We are now into the last 90 seconds of normal time at the end of this first half. It's a free kick to Chelsea, about 20 yards inside the Arsenal half, just over on that far side, Chelsea's left. Let's see what the delivery's like. Arsenal haven't been great at defending set pieces actually this season, certainly not in the last few weeks. We need to do better here. Cross comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Again, it's a Chelsea head that wins it, but Arsenal managed to scramble it clear the way. Yes, we do, and it's prevented from going out for a corner as well. It's going to be a throw instead. Sam Kerr, it was, won that header, but Arsenal did manage to scramble that way. We're into the last minute now of the first half. A very, very good first half from Arsenal, but so far a goalless first half. Let's hope that Chelsea certainly don't score in the few seconds that remain. There'll be a little bit of stoppage time, but not much. It's been all action this game. There's not been really any stoppages at all. There probably won't even be a minute of stoppage time, probably, but anyway. It is a throw which Carter's going to take for Chelsea in the attacking third. Plays it in towards the near post, but again, it's good defending. That was actually from Viv Miedemar. Viv Miedemar again with a defensive block, and the ball runs through to Zinsberger. And we are now into the last 30 seconds of this first half. So I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of stoppage time because it's just been non-stop play, hasn't it? There's not been any injuries. There's not been any stoppages. There's not been too much of anything other than just some decent football played by Arsenal, certainly. But it is still 0-0 as we do run down towards half-time now. We're into the last few seconds. I wouldn't have thought there's going to be any stoppage time at all, but we'll see. We have played 45 minutes. Arsenal playing it out from the back. Sousa now goes long instead, looking for Caitlin Ford, but Chelsea do get that ball away. Fran Kirby now plays it to this near side to Carter. We're into the final few seconds surely of this first half. Cuthbert picks it up, finds Kirby, plays it out to that far side to Guro Wright, and with the cross towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's false to Sam Kerr, does it? No, it doesn't. Good defending there. I think it was Steph Catley there at the far post, scrambled the ball away. It looked as though Chelsea were going to get an opportunity there, maybe not really deserved on the first half. A good cross, actually. Pernell Harder couldn't quite get it. Almost, in fact, it did fall to Sam Kerr, but well blocked by Catley. Of course, those two know each other really well, don't they, from the Matildas team. And we have played a minute of stoppage time actually at the end of this first half. I'm not quite sure where this minute's come from, but anyway, it is a throw again to Chelsea. Carter takes it on this near side. It's headed behind. Is it going to be a corner or can we keep it in? In fact, the half-time whistle's gone. Now, there's not going to be time for Chelsea to take that corner. It is Chelsea women 0, Arsenal 0 at half-time. But what a great first half that was from Jonas's yellow wearing team there. Brilliant performance from Arsenal. A shaky first 5 minutes. Frank Kirby had an early opportunity which he fired over the bar. But after that, it was all Arsenal. Brilliant play. Miedemeier at the heart of everything. She did hit the post with a half volley, the outside of the post. After about 20 minutes. That's the nearest we've come to a goal, but it's been a great performance from Arsenal. Andreas, what did you make of that first half?
Yeah, we were the better team, and I think we can be totally with self-confidence for the second half. And we would have deserved a goal, but I think 0-0 is also okay. Because Chelsea also had a few chances. The last 5-6 minutes were for Chelsea again, so it's okay. But the better chances and I think more ball possession was for Arsenal. It was our best performance for the last weeks, for the last months.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, for me, that first half, we look like a team that believes we can win the league, believes we can win the title, believes we're good enough to do it, and that was great to see. It's just unfortunately we haven't. I don't think for all our good play, we haven't really created too many clear-cut opportunities, have we? That one from Viv, which come back off the post, and one or two other, crosses into the box, which maybe wasn't quite hitting their target. And of course, that big header from Stina just before half time when she should have hit the target there, shouldn't she? But we've not really created too many. I mean, Berger's not really had too much to do, has she, yet? And I know Chelsea have defended pretty well at times, but for all our possession, we haven't created enough yet, have we? Really, not really good chances. What do you think we can do differently to maybe get in behind that Chelsea defence maybe a little bit more? Because we've certainly caused them problems. Caitlin Ford's played well, hasn't she?
Yeah, Caitlin had a very good match so far, and maybe we must overload on one side and try to put crosses in the box, but it's difficult. Chelsea is always good defending today, and they are dangerous in counter-attacks, so it's difficult. You can't go forward with too many players because Chelsea has these three players with a lot of pace with counter-attacks, so it's difficult. But I just got a message from a friend of mine who is Chelsea fan, and he wrote how sad it is how weak Chelsea is today. And I don't think they are weak. We are so good.
No, I agree. And I think that's been the story of it, really. I think we haven't allowed Chelsea time to settle. I thought we looked a little bit nervy right at the start of the game, but once we got going, we've won the ball back early. We've put them under pressure, and yes, they've shown glimpses of quality, haven't they? A couple of little link-ups between Kirby and Kerr, as you'd expect. Harder's not really done a lot so far, thankfully, and I think we've contained their dangerous players pretty well, and we've created the better opportunities. There's not been many opportunities in the game so far. We didn't expect there was going to be loads, but we've certainly had the better of it. And yeah, I think it's not so much Chelsea haven't played well. I don't think we've allowed them to play well, and I think that's been the key to that first half. We've got a few comments have come in. Herman says there, right on Richard, beware of Chelsea at all times. Exactly. Matt says they're needed to score in that half. Yeah, well, possibly. I mean, we were a better team, and when you're a better team, you do sometimes need a goal. But anyway, Herman says he misspelled Chelsea. No, that's fine. We understood what you meant. Don't worry about that. Andy says that was a good first half. It was a very good first half. Very happy with that. And Matt says, have to disagree. Caitlin didn't play that well. She was too slow to react. She got a bit better towards the end. No, I thought she had a good game, Matt. I thought Caitlin's been playing well. She's always been a threat down that left-hand side. She's put in one or two really good crosses, and I think she's played well. And I think she has. So I think she's been a real threat. Her and Steph have linked up pretty well down that side actually at times, and Viv's been picking her out as well. And I think she's doing well. She's held the ball up well, put some good balls in. I think she's done well. She's caused Chelsea defence a few problems. Obviously, there was a potential maybe penalty shout, Andreas. I know we sort of mentioned it briefly when it happened. Do you think that maybe that was a right decision in the end, no penalty?
Yeah, I think it was the right decision. You could give a penalty, but it's not a must situation because there was contact, but it was just unlucky for Jess Carter, who it was to have this contact.
Yeah, it probably was. I just thought that, you know, it was Caitlin, wasn't it? Got the wrong side, but got past her inside the penalty area. And then as a defender, when the forwards got past you like that, any contact that you make, you're asking for a problem, aren't you? You're asking for a possible penalty. And she didn't get anything on the ball. And I think there was enough contact for a penalty to have been given. It would have been a soft penalty. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But, you know, you're probably in a game like this, I guess maybe the referee isn't going to maybe give a penalty for something like that. But I could, if it had been given, I don't think anybody could have had too many complaints because she didn't get the ball and there was contact in the area and she's gone down. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they might show it again at half time. They've got a few highlights on at the minute. The highlights are just basically Arsenal attacks led by Viv Miedemar, mostly involved in pretty much everything. She's been absolutely fantastic in this first half. I think this might be their penalty incident now, actually. I know it is. And this is that header from Stina there at the end. Oh, dear me. Every time you see that, it looks worse. Every time you watch that header, it's like she's got to get that on target, surely, at least. But anyway, it's good that we have dominated the play, and that's the main thing. Rajendra says their attackers are able to get between our defenders. We are too wide, so able to get in between. This has been our Achilles heel. I mean, obviously, in the FA Cup final, that was a massive problem because the two centre-halves that day, which was obviously Lotta Wubben-Moy and Jen Beattie, were far too far apart. And it was like, you know, the parting of the Red Sea, wasn't it? Every time Chelsea came forward at Wembley. But tonight, I know it's a slightly smaller pitch, but I think that our two central defenders, Leah and Rafaela Souza, generally have been closer together. And I think they've sort of denied that space. Yes, Chelsea have got in between one or two times. They're going to. They've got real quality attacking players, haven't they? Fran Kirby's a brilliant player. Sam Kerr, we know what she's capable of. And, you know, they have created one or two little moments. But I think overall, I think defensively, we've been a lot more compact, certainly much more compact than we were at Wembley. Yeah. And it showed, hasn't it? You know, they pulled us apart loads of times in that game. We could have lost that game 6 or 7-0, let's be honest. But tonight, yes, they've had some opportunities, but they're Chelsea at home. Of course, they're going to have opportunities. We can't deny them for 90 minutes or 45 minutes there without having any opportunities at goal. But they're just showing that penalty and saying a possible penalty. I think she's clipped her. I think she's clipped her ankle. I think that should have been a penalty. The more I look at it now, they just showed her a replay of it again. She's nutmegged her, and then she just clipped her ankle. She's clipped her ankle. I think that's a penalty. But anyway, it wasn't given, and it doesn't matter what I think because I'm not the referee. Just as well, probably for Chelsea. Otherwise, we'd be 4-0 up because I've given us loads of penalties. Rajendra says this is why we let goals in easily. That's how they beat at Wembley, and other teams have scored goals. Yeah, I mean, at Wembley our defence was miles too far apart at Wembley. I don't think there's any question about that. I think tonight that's not really been the case. I don't think we have really been that far apart. I think our defence has been a lot more compact tonight, and you can see the very few opportunities that Chelsea have had. And I'm not particularly worried about how we're defending, to be honest, that in that first half. Yes, Chelsea have had, I say, they've one or two little moments, but you know, it's Chelsea at the end of the day. You know, we're not playing against one of the weaker teams. They're going to create some stuff. Matt says according to FOTMob, no idea how accurate. Chelsea 5 shots, Arsenal 3, no shots on target by either team. Yeah, well, I think Chelsea probably had 5 shots because you had the one from Kirby at the beginning over the top of the crossbar. She had that chip which was over the crossbar. There was that header from Guro Wright and over the top of the crossbar. That one at the end where Sam Kerr's shot was blocked by Catley. That's 4. It's saying I'm sure Arsenal had more than 3 though. Obviously, Viv's that hit the post. Actually, I don't know.
Why is this not a shot on target? She hit the post.
That's true. Yeah, it's not on target. No, you're right. It's not. I always look at a shot. If it's going towards the goal, it's on target. It's just if it doesn't go in. But anyway, I suppose that's not on target technically. Obviously, that header from Stina over the bar where she should have done better. So that's 2 of them. I don't know what the other one was actually. Oh, it's Viv's shot, wasn't it, over the top of the bar as well? She fired one over, didn't she, Viv, from the left-hand side of the penalty area over the top. So that was our 3. Yeah, so Chelsea maybe have had more actual shots at goal then, but we've miles been the better team. I don't know what the possession stats are. I don't know if you've got them with you, Matt. If you've got the possession stats for that first half, I'd imagine we must be sort of 65%, I would say, surely. That's how it certainly appeared, how the game seemed to play out. Rajendra says it's been faster, not compact enough. No, it's definitely been faster. We've certainly got a lot more pace in defence today than we did at Wembley. And I don't know, I'm not too worried about our defensive performance in that first half. Are you a bit worried, Andreas, how we've been defending? I know, as Matt says there, they've had a lot less possession, but they seem to have had more opportunity or more shots at goal. I know they've not gone on target, but are you a little bit worried? Do you think we need to be a little bit more compact at the back, or are you quite happy with how we defended?
I think we defended really well. You can't eliminate these strikers from Chelsea all the time. Of course, they are creating chances, and Frank Kirby is playing a very good match, I think. But we controlled Kerr. That's good. And also Vanilla Harder was not such a threat as she was in the last matches I saw. So I think we defended really good. Not perfect, of course, but you can't prevent Chelsea from creating chances.
No, of course not. Absolutely not. And I think we've done okay. Actually, Matt says there, the possession's been 51 to Chelsea, 49 to Arsenal. I can't believe that. That's surprising. Did you think that's accurate? I'm sure we had more of the ball than Chelsea did, surely.
I would have said we are about 54, 55%. Okay.
I thought we had more possession than Chelsea. I thought we did. We had some good spells of possession in that game where Chelsea couldn't even get the ball. They couldn't get out of their half. We had the ball for a lot longer than them. But anyway, I don't know who's worked that out. Obviously, some Chelsea. It's probably Emma Hayes. That's her stats. That's nothing to do with anybody else. That's just Emma's stats. That is. Rajendra says there that Chelsea defender should have been yellow carded for the foul on Caitlin. Well, I'd have been quite happy just to have given the penalty. Actually, I don't care about a yellow card. Just give the penalty. That'll be fine. That'll be nice. I'm sure Kim Little would have buried that. Matt says there. It also says Chelsea had one offside. They had about three. Yeah. I don't know if the other two were offside. I know there was one definite offside that actually was quite a tight one. I'm not sure if the others were offside. But anyway, maybe they were. Herman says there, you think Miedemar should be getting more balls fed? Well, I mean, every time she's got the ball tonight, she's been causing them problems, hasn't she? Whether she's run at them or whether she's pinged the ball out wide, one side or the other, or tried to thread a ball through to Stina. She's been absolutely brilliant in that first half. And Munian says, laughing at those stats. Yeah, I mean, they certainly surprised me. I'm sure Arsenal had more possession than Chelsea in that first half. I don't know who's decided those stats, but anyway, I mean, Matt did say he didn't know how accurate they were. I'll be surprised. I think those stats there, I think those possession stats were the first 5 minutes, and then it changed after that because Chelsea did have more of the ball at the beginning, and then we settled down. And I mean, I'll be amazed if that's an accurate assessment of that first half possession-wise, because I thought we had much more of the ball, and we certainly had much more of the ball in the Chelsea half of the pitch than they had in our half. But anyway, maybe that's right. Maybe that is the possession. Maybe it has been more even than we thought. And Chelsea had more shots as well. So anyway, they're showing that penalty again. That is definitely a penalty. The more I see it, the more I'm convinced it was. And they're showing obviously Viv's half volley that hit the post. And that is the nearest we've come to a goal. But yeah. Anyway, let's hope for more of the same in the second half. Do you think there'll be too many changes in the second half then, Andreas? Not necessarily in terms of substitutions. Do you think anyone will approach the game a little bit differently? Do you think Chelsea might change the way that they set up? Because they haven't really got going, have they?
Yeah, I don't expect any changes at halftime. Maybe Emma will bring Jess Fleming after maybe 60 minutes if it's still 0-0. And she also has Lauren James on the bench. She could come for the last 20 minutes, I think. But we can also react. We have Tobin Heath, we have Keats.
Yeah.
So there is still
Bocci on the bench as well. Jordan Nobbs. I mean, what a quality bench we've got tonight. That's just incredible bench, isn't it? I mean, you've got to think that bench there. We've got 9 players on the bench. So if you put Katie McCabe in there because she's suspended, and maybe Lotta Woburn-Moy, that's 11 players. That 11 on our substitutes bench would finish in the top 3 in the WSL, I think. that 11, our bench plus those two, I would say. But anyway, Mannion says, I don't care more about these stats, only waiting for our big win today. Well, yeah, the stats don't matter. The teams are back out actually for the second half. Matt says, I've checked on Sky app as well. It's the same. The real kick in the teeth. Arsenal 3 fouls, 1 yellow card. Chelsea 3 fouls, no. But well, I mean, that's always Arsenal, isn't it? We have, we only have to commit 1 foul to get a yellow card, and the other team can commit 25 and not get booked. We saw that last night, didn't we? Rajendra says there, Stenhouse should be on the halfway line for the counter attack when Chelsea attack. Oh, you mean Stina? Yeah. When Chelsea attack, it keeps their defenders further back and stops their attacks. I mean, to be honest, I can't really complain too much actually about that first half performance. I just thought that we were absolutely brilliant there, really a brilliant all-round performance. And yes, obviously you can always do things slightly better, can't you? Of course you can. That's football. But I was really, really happy with that first half, and I think that if we do that again, if we play like that again in the second half, I think we'll get a result in this game, and hopefully it'll be the win. But we'll see. It certainly looks a lot colder now in the second half. The players look a little bit colder. We are just about to get underway. Chelsea will be kicking off. In fact, they have kicked off. We are up and running. Chelsea attacking the goal to our left in the second half in the blue kit. Arsenal all in sort of lemony yellow, which is a nice kit actually. But anyway, I don't know why we didn't play in red, but it doesn't matter because we're playing well. We just need to try to get that one little moment inside the penalty area, maybe one little extra moment of quality that's going to give us the opportunity to get the lead. And who knows, if we score first in this game, you have to really fancy our chances to go on and get a result here. But we know what Chelsea are like. They hang in there, and they've got that quality to grab a goal, as we've seen already in that first half. They had 1 or 2 opportunities themselves. Herman says there, don't fiddle around too much with setting up the shot, but one on the goal and hope to score from the river. Exactly, yeah. Beth had one, didn't she, where she could have shot earlier and she waited, and in the end it got blocked. And I think Stina had one as well. So sometimes we've just got to, maybe as soon as you get an opportunity on the edge of the box, maybe have a shot at goal, because you never know. But anyway, let's see if the second half. We've played just over a minute. There's not really been any pattern to the second half. There's been a lot of throw-ins for Arsenal over on that far side. But Chelsea now have picked up a little bit of possession in Sam Kerr. Good play that was there from Leah Walty. But Chelsea have won the ball back again. And it's pinged now to this near side for Anderson. Can she keep it in? No, she can't. It's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. And that ends that Chelsea attack. But yeah, there's not really been any pattern yet to the start of the second half. It's been a little bit scrappy again, but I'm sure it'll settle down very soon.
On both sides.
Yeah, it has been, yeah. There's been no substitutions for either team at half-time, which I wasn't expecting. But anyway, Arsenal coming forward again, and it's actually a foul. Beth Mead there gives away a foul just outside the centre circle. And it's going to be a free kick to Chelsea, which Nguyen will take. She goes back to Millie Bright for Chelsea. Arsenal have actually got the most second half goals in the WSL this season, 23. Hopefully there's 1 or 2 more waiting for us in the second half of this game, but we'll have to wait and see. Chelsea coming forward now down this far side. It's Pinel Harder gets to the touchline. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross into the edge of 6 yards. Good header away from Leah Williamson. And then a good second clearance actually from Caitlin Fall. She threw herself at that, stopped Jess Carter getting on that ball. But that was the first real dangerous moment for Arsenal at the start of the second half. Good play from Harder it was on this near side. But Chelsea still coming forward again down the far side. Fran Kirby pulls it back. It's inside the penalty. A shot comes in. It's deflected wide. It's going to be a corner. It was Erin Cuthbert there with the effort. That's the best bit of play Chelsea have really put together, actually. It was a good play. Kirby pulled it back to Erin Cuthbert. She took an extra touch. She was closed down by Kim Little, and the shot got deflected by the Arsenal captain. The 2 Scots internationals there in combat, obviously former international in Kim Little's case, of course. She has retired from international football. But here's a corner to Chelsea on that far side, into the near post. Good header away from Viv Miedemar. Shot comes in from distance. Oh, that was close. from Anderson, actually. She doesn't score too many, does she? The defender for Chelsea, but that was an effort there. The header from Viv Miedema fell on the edge of the box, and it just went through the crowd. That was quite close, that wasn't it, Andreas? A little bit too close for comfort, that wasn't it?
It looked very close to the post. Oh.
In fact, it's another corner. It must have been deflected, but that one straight into the arms of Mary Zinsberger. But yeah, that was a good effort. That was very close from Anderson, just wide. It looked like it just took a deflection on the way, but that corner came to nothing. And Arsenal now just need to settle back down. We were like this at the start of the first half, the first 5 minutes or so, and then we settled in. So let's hope we can do the same in the second half, because we've been a little bit ragged since half time. But anyway, we are trying to come forward again down that far side, but it's a free kick given away by Caitlin Ford. Her and Jess Carter again coming up in opposition. They've had a few little battles tonight. Of course, the penalty incident in the first half being the main talking point, perhaps, of that first half. But anyway, Chelsea now again in possession, looking to get the ball forward, and they have done to Fran Kirby. She pings it out to this near side. Cross comes in, but it's going to go over the top of the crossbar, in fact, onto the roof of the net. Not a great cross that was from Brighton. And it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. We've played 5 minutes of second half. Arsenal really haven't got going yet. It has to be said. Chelsea have come out a little bit more, with a little bit more fire, actually. I'm sure Emma would have been into them at half time following that when it wasn't a great first half from them. Herman says there Chelsea have come out like gangbusters in the second half. Yeah, they have. Excuse me. Losing my voice.
The second half, Chelsea is the better team.
They are so far, but Arsenal now coming forward for the first time actually in the second half. Oh, that's a poor ball. And Chelsea can now launch a counter-attack. Can they? No, they can't. Leah Williamson's there. She finds Noel Moritz, and then she's fouled by Guru Wright, and he may well pick up a yellow card actually for that challenge there, the Norwegian, but I don't think she's going to. Noel Moritz has gone down with an injury, looks like to her ankle, her right ankle. And maybe Wright is a bit fortunate not to get a card there, actually.
Oh, it's a yellow card, of course.
Yeah, should be a yellow card, yeah. But I don't know if she's going to get a yellow card. The referee is maybe waiting until there's been some treatment for Moritz on the pitch. No, she's going to book her now, yeah. It is going to be a yellow card for Guru Wright, and rightly so as well. It was a late challenge there. She can't have too many complaints about that. Let's hope Noah Moritz is okay, because she's an important player for Arsenal. She's been playing well again tonight. She's back on her feet again, hobbling a little bit actually, but I'm sure she'll be able to run that off. She's going to have to just go off, having received some treatment on the pitch. We've played nearly 7 minutes of the second half. Actually, she didn't receive any treatment, so she's staying on. I thought she had done, but anyway, it is a yellow card for Guru Wright, and a fully deserved one as well. Leah Williamson with that free kick plays it square to Rafaela Souza over on that far side, Arsenal's left. That's a poor ball actually, but it has run out of play for a throw to Arsenal. Arsenal just haven't got going yet in this second half. It's been quite a slow, sloppy start actually from Arsenal. The passing's not been good, and we're playing like we normally play in the first half of games. It's been a little bit of a backward performance from Arsenal so far tonight. A good first half and so far a poor second half, which is the complete opposite of most games this season. Another free kick given away there by Arsenal over on that far side. It was a foul on Erin Cuthbert. I think it was Leah Walty with the foul, and I think she may well be getting a yellow card as well. Yep, she is. Leah Walty becomes the third player in that book, the second Arsenal player to receive a yellow card tonight. And again, she can't have too many complaints really. She lost the ball. Cuthbert took it off, and then she just pulled her shirt to stop that counter attack. And it is another yellow card for Leah Walter. Her first one of the season, actually. She's not done too badly to get to this point in the season without a booking in the middle of midfield. Anyway, it's a free kick to Chelsea, just inside their own half. Plays square into the centre circle to Newen. Plays out to this near side to Anderson. And it goes back to Berger. We've played, 8 minutes in the second half. Arsenal just have not got going yet. It's just been very, very slow. Let's hope we can get going as we did in that first half. That's a good ball pinged out to this near side by Chelsea, but it's gone out of play. It was looking for the run of Harder, but it was overhit that pass. Arsenal now got a throw on its near side, which Noah Moritz is going to take. She's looking up the line. She's got Viv and Beth Mead. Beth Mead is looking for it. It's actually flicked off a Chelsea head. Falls to Stina Blackstenius, who does well. Pings the ball over to that far side. That's a great ball to Caitlin Ford. It's just not quite. It's bouncing around. She couldn't quite get it under control, but she has got the ball now. Again, she nutmegs Carter, and again, she's fouled. And the referee, again, actually gives a free kick against Caitlin Ford. Strange decision that was. That looked like... It looked like Caitlin Ford there. Again, she did a nutmeg on Carter, and then she slipped, and both players fell. In fact, I don't think that's a foul to anybody. Looked like... I don't know. Anyway, it was a free kick to Chelsea. The referee's given. Didn't see much in that, did there, Andreas? I think that she just slipped over Caitlin, didn't she?
Okay, she had contact with Carter's leg, but
and suddenly Brunel Harder's in on his near side, gets the wrong side of Leah Williamson, gets a cross in. Oh, no, free chance at the far post. Van Kirby. Oh, great defending from Souza. That was a big chance that was for Chelsea there. It was Harder with a cross from the near side. It was a dangerous ball. It was Sam Kerr. Actually missed her kick about 7 yards out. When the second shot came in, it was well blocked by Souza. That was a big chance for Chelsea, but now Arsenal on the counter-attack, looking to get Beth Mead in behind. Caitlin Ford there. Good play from the Australian again. She's got the ball again. Caitlin Ford running at Carter. Can she get past her? Can she get a cross in? Again, she's pulled back, but it's going to be a corner this time to Arsenal, but to let off at the other end of the pitch there. Chelsea should have scored there, shouldn't they, Andreas, really?
What a chance for Van Kirby. Wow.
Yeah.
Normally she doesn't miss such chances.
No, she doesn't. It was good play from Harder, actually. She skipped past Leah Williamson. A free shot. It was Sam Kerr, actually, the first shot, and then the second one from Souza. Souza blocked it. She missed the first ball, actually. Sam Kerr completely missed her kick. It fell to Kirby inside the penalty area. Nice first touch. Got it out of her feet. And then Rafael Souza blocked that. I think Ginsberg would probably have saved it. But Arsenal now have got a corner over on that far side, played short to... we didn't make the most of it. Why didn't you just put a cross in, Beth? Just put it into the box. Trying to mess around with a short corner. That was a bit of a waste, that, really. We've got Suanna Adam there, ATA Football, how to watch live matches. Yeah, I think ATA Football is the one, isn't it? But stay with us as well, because, you know, we can keep you updated with everything that's going on. It looks like an injury to Chelsea player. I think it might be Erin Cuthbert, and it's going to be Ji coming on, the Korean. Of course, been away at the Asia Cup with several of the players on the pitch tonight. But Ji's about to come on. We know her quality. It may well be, I think it might be Erin Cuthbert who's injured. It may well be her that's going to come off. Actually, in fact, I think it is going to be Cuthbert to come off. She is currently getting some treatment. It looks like maybe a hamstring injury that she's got on her right hamstring. And it's going to be Ji. That's not a bad sub for Chelsea, actually. She's a good player. We know her quality. And it's certainly not.
Cuthbert was very important in the last matches.
Yes, she was.
She's at her best.
Yep, she is going off now, though. Erin Cuthbert, she's limping off. She's got quite heavy strapping on that leg anyway, on her knee and her thigh area. I'm not sure how fit she was, but anyway, she's going off now. And it is going to be Ji coming on, the Korean for Chelsea. So that's the first substitution of the night. 57 and a half minutes played. So Cuthbert off and Ji on for Chelsea. And Herman says there, I've seen that many times about Chelsea, indeed. But anyway, let's see if Arsenal can settle back down again, because the second half hasn't been great so far. We haven't really strung together too many decent passages of play. And Chelsea had that big chance with Sam Kerr, and then Kirby one after the other. A few moments ago, we were a bit lucky to get away with that. And I say Chelsea have now made their first substitution. So far, Jonas hasn't made any changes. Would you make any changes yet, Andreas, or would you keep it as it is for now?
I would wait a few minutes.
Yeah, we've got some good players on the bench, haven't we, though?
Bring in more offensive power is dangerous, because Chelsea is controlling the match right now, and
Well, suddenly we've got an attack here down this near side. Stina Blackstone on the far side, pulls it back on the edge of the 6-yard box. Chelsea don't really clear it. We're going to get an opportunity. A shot comes in. Oh, it's over the top from Leah Walty. She doesn't score too many goals, Leah Walty. Maybe it fell to the wrong player, perhaps. Good play from Arsenal down that far side. Stina Blackstone did really well. Got to the byline, pulled the ball back to the edge of the 6-yard box. Minnie Bright didn't really clear it very well. Caitlin Ford laid it off to the edge of the area to Leah Walty on her left foot, leaning back. Was always going to go over the top of the crossbar, but that was a bit better from Arsenal. The best move that we put together in this second half. We played 59 minutes, and that's our first shot at goal in the second half. Regina says, funny that Chelsea got the foul, but Arsenal did not in the first half in the penalty area. Well, yeah, we know we never get anything, do we? We never get those sort of decisions. But anyway, at least that was a better attack from Arsenal, though, in the second half. A rare attack. Let's hope it's the thing that kickstarts our performance again, because we've been nowhere near as good since half-time. The maybe break came at the wrong time for us when we were on top. But anyway, it is still 0-0. And it's now saying that Chelsea have had 8 shots to our 4. Certainly the stats don't really back up how the game's gone. I don't think Chelsea have been the much better team. But anyway, it is 0-0, and that's the most important stat of the lot. Viv Miedemar picks up the ball, and she dinks the ball over to this near side to the run of Beth Mead. Steena's in the box. This could be a chance for Arsenal. Beth Mead plays it back to the edge of the penalty. A shot comes in from Caitlin Ford. It hits Carter. Caitlin Ford claiming handball. Not sure if it was, but immediately Chelsea launched a counter-attack at the other end with Sam Kerr. Suddenly got end-to-end. A great bit of defending that from Rafaela Souza. But Chelsea still in possession over on that far side with Fran Kirby. But that was a good opportunity for Arsenal just before cross comes in now towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Williamson's header comes to G. The shot is straight at Arsenal. A mix-up at the back from Arsenal. Zinsberger couldn't get the ball. Don't know what was going on there. It was a bit of Keystone Cops defending there. Zinsberger, the shot from G. Zinsberger dropped it. She looked like she was just going to pick it up, and Leah Williamson took it away from her. Almost led to a chance for Chelsea. That was chaotic defending there from Arsenal. Suddenly the game's become very open. Arsenal with a chance at one end and Chelsea straight away at the other end, and they're coming forward again. Chelsea on this near side. G's already made a bit of an impact for them. Anderson with a cross towards the other 6-yard box, but Zinsberger's there. But there were chances at both ends there in quick succession. That was a cross from Sam Kerr. The header from Leah Williamson wasn't great. G's shot. Don't quite know what Williamson was doing there. Almost let in hard there for a chance at goal there. Some chaotic defending. I don't know what Arsenal were doing there. Leah Williamson should have just left that for the goalkeeper. Did she get a shout? Not really sure if she did. But anyway, don't know what Leah Williamson was thinking of there. She's not had her greatest game tonight, it has to be said, Leah Williamson. She's looked a little bit shaky at times. But they're just showing the earlier chance there. It was a shot. Actually, it did bounce up and hit Carter's arm. It hit her leg first, then bounced up and hit her arm inside the penalty area. So that should be 2 penalties to Arsenal. But obviously, we're not going to get them. So we just have to accept that. Herman says there, come on, Arsenal, attack. At the moment, we just want to make sure we don't concede a goal, because Chelsea have been a lot better, haven't they, Andrea, since half-time?
Yeah, Chelsea is the better team now, and Rafa is injured.
Yeah, it looks like Rafa's injured, yeah. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? I suppose we've got, well, the options, I suppose, would be Simone Boyle will probably come on, you would imagine. But
no, I think he would bring Jen Beattie in it.
Yeah?
I wouldn't feel comfortable with Jen on the pitch.
No. I mean, Rafaela's got a strapping on the top of her thigh, actually. I don't know whether or not, is it a groin injury possibly that she's got. But let's hope she's going to be okay to carry on. It's certainly on that right leg of hers, which is strapped up, where it seems like that's the injury that she's maybe been carrying. Let's hope she can carry on, because she's played well, actually.
Does it look?
Yeah, it doesn't look too good at the minute. It looks like an injury that she's already had. Looks like a recurrence of the injury that maybe kept her out of last week's game. Worrying scenes this for Arsenal. 63 minutes played. We don't really want to lose who's been probably our strongest defender tonight, actually. I don't think when she's actually going off. And in fact, Frida Marnham's coming on. So
probably Leah will be will go in the defense, the center back.
Leah Walter, you think, yeah?
If he brings Frida Manum, then Frida will be the holding midfielder and Diavolti probably the centre back.
Yeah, possibly. We'll have to see how that works out. It looks like Frida has definitely gone into midfield. So hopefully that might be what happens. But anyway, Chelsea in possession here on this near side with Anderson. And also now just need to get their composure back because it's not been a particularly good second half. It has to be said. Chelsea have come out a lot better since half time, and we've played nearly 20 minutes of the second half. So, and Arsenal are yet to really threaten too much at that Chelsea goal. Carter now on that far side, lines up across towards the penalty spot. Leah Williamson missed it completely. He's come over to the far side to Hardair, plays it across the 6-yard box. A poor clearance. A shot comes in straight at Zinsberger. That was Guro right, and there Chelsea are starting to get some opportunities now. Arsenal are living on their nerves a little bit here. Leah Williamson's been all over the place at times at the back tonight. It has to be said. A poor clearance again from her. Fell straight to Guru right and about 12 yards out. In the end, the shot there, luckily, was straight at Zinsberger. Comfortable for the Arsenal goalkeeper, but not great defending again. And I think the absence of Sousa could prove to be crucial in this game for Arsenal because I thought she was playing well, actually. Anyway, the ball's now pinged to this near side to Noel Moritz. Arsenal's finally trying to look to get an attack going themselves, but Noel Moritz has given away a free kick, and it's going to be giving away a foul. It's a free kick to Chelsea. 65 minutes played, and Arsenal have not got going yet in this second half. It has to be said. I think we need to make an attacking change, if I'm honest. Maybe get Caitlin Ford off, maybe Tobin Heath on, perhaps. What do you think, Andreas? Would that be a good?
Yeah, Tobin in would be a good idea. Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that he needs to start thinking about that, Jonas, very soon. Caitlin's not had as much influence in the second half at all. In fact, she's not really been in it at all, actually. So I would maybe definitely get Tobin Heath involved in this second half if we can. Chelsea coming forward again with Guru right and tries to play the ball in round the back of Leah Walter. Actually does well. It is Leah Walter that has dropped in to centre back. But she done well there, actually, considering it's not a natural position, but she tidied that up well, just as it looked as though Fran Kirby was going to be in behind her. Ingle now on the ball, plays it out to Fran Kirby again, plays the ball inside the penalty area, and a lucky deflection there, rolls through. It was Guru right, and again. And it just fell behind Guru right, actually, and Leah Williamson was able to just get there. And it's gone back into the arms of Zinsberger. Arsenal trying to play it out from the back, actually, and almost play themselves into trouble. Coming forward now down that far side, Arsenal. But again, we're losing possession. Chelsea are winning everything at the moment. And this is going to have to be a battle for Arsenal to try and get a grip back in this game. Now, Miedemar inside the centre circle. Plays it to this near side to Noel Moritz. Tries to feed it in to Blackstenius up that line, but it wasn't a good ball. And Anderson's clearance isn't very good either. Kim Little now running at that Chelsea defence. This is good play from Kim Little inside the penalty. Cross comes in. It's deflected to the far post. I almost fell to Caitlin Ford. Good defending again from Carr, but it's going to be a corner, is it? No, it hits a corner flag and doesn't actually go out. That was a strange bit of play there. But great play from Arsenal. That was finally looking a bit more dangerous in the second half. Again, it was Jess Carter defending for Chelsea. She certainly gives everything, doesn't she, Carter? She doesn't always look the most tidiest of players, but she certainly gives everything for the call. She just got to that just before Caitlin Ford at the far post. Maybe Caitlin Ford was on her heels a bit. Should have maybe attacked that. She was waiting for it to come to her, and Carter didn't wait. Just got enough on it to clear it away. But again, that was a little bit better from Arsenal. Good run that was there from Kim Little running at that Chelsea defence, causing a few problems. You have to say that, you know, even though we've not been playing as well in the second half, we have got that quality. We are capable of getting a goal. And how important might that be in these final 22 minutes that remain of this game? Kim Little again inside the centre circle, picks the ball up, finds Noel Moritz on this near side for Arsenal. She's got Beth Mead ahead of her, gets the ball back from Beth Mead. Moritz and plays it back to Leah Williamson. And she goes square to the other Leah. Leah Walty now playing in defence for Arsenal, finds Frida Marnham. That's a decent ball over to that far side. It's Steph Catley tries it in, looking for Stina Blackstenius. Again, it was good defending from Chelsea. That was by Newen. It goes out over to the far side to Caitlin Ford. Now Viv Miedemar picks the ball up, plays it square to Frida Marnham, pings it in towards a penalty area, looking for Stina Blackstenius again. The two Scandinavians trying to link up, but Chelsea defender cleared it away. And Ravi in the chat there says, "Who will win?" That is the $1 million question, isn't it? Who will win? I wish we knew, but hopefully it'll be Arsenal. But it's anybody's game. It has to be said. 20 minutes to play, or 21 minutes to play. It is anybody's game still. Anybody's title as well. It is still Chelsea nil, Arsenal nil. Chelsea coming forward again now down that far side. They've looked a lot more dangerous in the second half. Cross comes in towards a penalty spot, but it's overhit. Although it will be a Chelsea player to pick this ball up, it is going to be Anderson getting forward well from fullback in the second half. She did come close to scoring actually for Chelsea early in the second half. Chelsea now just keeping possession of the ball in midfield. It's G finds Carter and then gets it back. Arsenal just trying to keep a good defensive shape. The ball played through. Leah Williamson's there though, cuts that out and then plays it back to Zinsberger. She's not looked comfortable at all, Leah Williamson. I'm not sure if it's a fitness issue or a confidence issue, but she's been all over the place. Not quite sure what she's doing, but anyway, she just about managed to deal with that. And Chelsea now back in possession inside their own half. And SWA, in answer to Ravi's question, says Chelsea, but obviously he's wrong because it won't be. Well, hopefully it won't be, but anyway, we'll see. If you are watching and you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We do cover the Arsenal women and the Arsenal men. This is the second big watch along of the week, of course, after the Wolves game for the men last night. And please give it a like as well. We want to try and beat our record for likes, which it stands at currently at 53. We're on about 39 at the minute. So let's see if we can get it up to 50. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Arsenal now looking to launch a counter-attack. Millie Bright does well, hoofs the ball forward. And there's a flag up over on the far side. It's going to be an offside against Chelsea. And Ravi says there, I wish Chelsea win. Oh, dear. Don't be like that. Arsenal now making two substitutions. It's actually Beth Mead has gone off and Noel Moritz. And it's going to be Nikita Paris and Laura Wainroffer who are coming on. So Arsenal made two changes. So Wainroffer is going to be playing at right back. And Paris is going to be playing right. And in fact, that's the second substitution just been made there. Moritz played well tonight, actually, I thought. It's a decent game. She maybe still feeling the effects of that knock she got a little while ago. And maybe that's why, she's gone off. And a little bit surprised Beth Mead's gone off, actually. But anyway, it gives Nikita Paris an opportunity. What do you make of them substitutions then, Andreas?
I think that Noel might have some problems after the knock, because he wouldn't take her off if she's totally fit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What about Beth Mead?
The defense is totally new now. We have two changes in our defense. That's really dangerous.
It is.
They must find the rhythm together now with Laura and Leah. And Leah Williamson not at her best performance today.
Yeah, it hasn't been, but anyway, it's still 0-0. And Kim Little does well there in the box. Nell Vine says there, Gunners forever, indeed, Gunners forever. But let's hope we can get a goal in the next 18 minutes that remain of this game, which would really put us in a great position in the title race, wouldn't it? As we know. Anyway, Arsenal are in possession of the ball at the moment with Leah Walty over on that far side. She finds Laura Wainroffer, of course, just come on. Actually, no, it's Steph Catley, over there, isn't it? Laura's over this side. Steph Catley again. She's had a decent game, Steph Catley, actually, it has to be said. We've now got a completely new right-hand side with Moritz and Beth Mead gone off. It is now, as we said, Wainroffer and Nikita Paris. Let's see if they can make the breakthrough. Be good for Nikita Paris to get her first WSL goal against Chelsea, wouldn't it, tonight?
For her first goal, yeah.
It would be a great time to get it. And she's got, 17 minutes plus a bit of stoppage time. In fact, that's the time that's remaining for either one of these two teams to get the goal that would prove to be a crucial goal. You are getting a feeling that it is going to be a one-goal game.
Yeah.
It's certainly becoming more and more like.
One goal will decide.
Yeah, I think so. Kirby's cross there. Leah Williamson does better that time. It wasn't a great header away. She did get there at least. Sophie Ingle now plays the ball out to that far side to Carter, to Fran Kirby. Plays the ball inside a penalty. Cross comes in towards the near post. Good defending actually from Leah Walty, and Arsenal do deal with that pretty well, it has to be said. And now Arsenal have won a goal kick as well. The ball there came off G. We're into the last 16 minutes of this game. Very tense now. As we just said, I think one goal is probably going to decide this now. It's just who is going to get it. You have to say Chelsea have looked the more likely in the second half, but Arsenal on the counter-attack have had one or two little moments, and it only takes one little bit of quality, doesn't it, for a goal? And we've certainly got that quality to be able to do it with Viv and with Stina. Caitlin as well has played pretty well, and obviously Nikita Paris as well. She's not scored many goals for Arsenal this season. We know she has got quality. William says there, come on you women Gunners indeed. And Bev says 0-0. It is 0-0, but there's still time. Regenda says, come on you Gunners. Yep, come on you Gunners. Let's get this goal. Let's get this win. And that'll be a real big message, a real big statement result this, if we can do it. But Chelsea looking for a long ball forward, but well read again by Leah Walty, and Kim Little in midfield battles away well for the ball. Chelsea again trying to put us under pressure, but Arsenal come forward now. That's a good ball. Stina there. That's a poor header. She tried to knock it down to Caitlin Ford. She didn't quite get enough on it, and it's run through to goalkeeper Berger. And Roberts in the chat there, he says, hi guys, what on earth? Beth was playing well on the wrong side tonight. She should have been played left and Paris now right. But sadly, Beth taken off is a bad idea. We don't know, do we, about a fitness thing. She did get a knock, didn't she, last weekend against Man United, whether or not she's still feeling a little bit of an injury, possibly. I thought she was having a decent game. Maybe that's the reason why. If she's not quite 100%, we've got, this isn't the last game of the season. We've still got some very big games to come. So we try and need to keep everybody as fit as we can. And perhaps that's why, if she was struggling a bit with an injury, maybe that's why she's gone off. That could be the reason. But anyway, let's hope the players now on the pitch. Let's hope Nikita Paris can step up and really prove her worth in an Arsenal shirt, which she hasn't really done yet, has she, unfortunately. But maybe this is her night, who knows. But again, it's Chelsea in possession inside their own half at the moment. G now plays it to the near side to Anderson. G gets it back. Viv Miedemar now pressing. And Arsenal starting to press. Frida as well in midfield. But Chelsea do keep possession with Noren. She plays it forward to G again. Chelsea knocking it around well, but good defending again from Leah Walty. Steps in, wins the ball. And now it's with Steph Catley on that far side. And Arsenal actually, despite those two defensive changes, actually haven't looked too bad at the back since then. Anyway, Leah Williamson striding forward, pings the ball over to that far side to Caitlin Ford. That's a good take actually by the Australian. She does really well again. Plays the ball outside her to Steph Catley. The two Australians linking up again down that left-hand side. Caitlin Ford with the ball. It was a penalty area. Header comes in. Oh, it was a defender, was it? Got there ahead of Nikita Paris. It was Millie Bright with the header. Put it behind. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. Good ball that was from Caitlin Ford. Decent delivery. And it was Millie Bright's header. Took it beyond Nikita Paris. And SWA says, goal, please, indeed. And Regenda says, Beth was injured last game. Yes, she was. Yeah, that could be why they've taken her off now for this game, perhaps. But anyway, Arsenal have got a corner on this near side, which Steph Catley's going to come across to take. Robert says, I'd like to see Manette Iwabuchi on now. Yeah, maybe he could. I'd like to see Tobin Heath, actually, personally, for Caitlin Ford. But anyway, let's see what happens with this corner. We've played 77 minutes. The corner comes in from Catley towards the edge of 6-yard box. Chelsea don't really clear it. Nikita Paris tries to get a shot away. It's blocked by the Chelsea defence. Didn't quite fall for Arsenal there, that corner. Decent delivery in, actually. And Munian says there, Ford playing really well. No, she's playing really well. I agree. I think she had a good game. But, maybe Tobin Heath might be time to come on and see what she can do in these closing stages. The ball's over on that far side again with crossing to the near post, looking for Stina Blackstenius, but again it's a Chelsea head that gets there, and that's not a very good clearance actually from Chelsea. It's still inside their penalty area. Nikita Paris closing them down, And the ball's gone out of play there. Bev in the chat there says, please can you shout Steve and say happy birthday? Yeah, of course we can. Yeah, happy birthday, Steve. Hopefully the Arsenal women will give you a good present in the next 12 minutes or so with a goal. Hope you enjoyed your birthday, and it could get better yet as Arsenal come forward there. Viv Miedemeier, ball to the edge of the box. It falls to Frida Marnham. A good shot, but a good save from Berger. If she'd let that drop out of her hands there, it would have been a simple chance for Stina to finish that off there. It wasn't a great clearance initially by Chelsea. A good shot from Frida Marnham, but a decent save from Berger. Got down well to her left-hand side. A rare opportunity for Arsenal, but suddenly Arsenal are looking a little bit better now, actually. Chelsea run out of steam a little bit. Oh, but Leah Walty almost caught out in possession at the back. It does fall to Leah Williamson. Plays the ball forward. It wasn't a great ball. And Chelsea do clear it away. And Leah Williamson again plays it up the line looking for Nikita Paris. Hasn't really got much service yet. Nikita Paris, since she's come on, she's barely touched the ball, actually. But anyway, hopefully her next touch will be sticking it in the net just to make Steve's birthday even better. But anyway, let's see what happens in these last. We're almost, 10.5 minutes away from full time. It's been a very, very tense, tight game. Not much to choose between them at all. But it is still 0-0. And Arsenal now looking for us. A good ball in behind for Stina Blackstenius on this near side. Plays the ball across the 6-yard box. It's a Chelsea defender that gets there with Caitlin Ford coming in. Suddenly Arsenal looking a little bit better now. Is it going to be a late winner? We've got a few late equalisers in recent games. Is this going to be a late winner for Arsenal tonight? We're into the last 10 minutes. S77 official says there, I don't like Marnham. I prefer Iribochi. These managers lack game plan. I quite like Frida, actually. I think she's had a decent season. She's maybe been off the boil a little bit lately, but I think she's a good player. And she's certainly done okay tonight since she's come on. She's on the ball now. It's a good ball to this near side to Laura Wainwright. There's other substitute who's come on and not really, actually, she's not really touched the ball much either since she's come on. But anyway, we've not really got the ball down this right-hand side, but we are now. This is better. This is Laura Wainwright on this near side. Plays it into Nikita Paris, just on the edge of the penalty area. That's a poor effort, though, from Nikita Paris. Trying to curl it into that far corner, but she didn't get enough on it. Harmlessly wide of the post. Laura Wainwright did well, actually. Squared the ball to Nikita Paris, but she didn't quite have enough space to really wrap her foot around that. It was good defending, actually, by Nguyen, the Dutch defender, and that was why the effort maybe she wasn't able to get her foot right round it. But anyway, it is still 0-0, 81 minutes played, and Naomi Childs is coming on for Chelsea, a defender. Maybe that tells you all you need to know about the ambition of these two teams. It's Fran Kirby that's going off. You know, I don't know how fit she is. She didn't start their last game. Munian says Frida plays really well. Yeah, no, she has been playing well, I think, recently. And Miriam says there, go Arsenal from Italy. Another Italian fan in. Thank you for watching. Fantastic country, Italy. Let's hope Arsenal can get a goal for all the fans around the world that are watching this game with us tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a like as well as we head towards the last 8 minutes. And Guro Wrighton's gone off as well for Chelsea, and Jessie Fleming has come on. So another 2 substitutions there for Chelsea. So they've pretty much changed most of their midfield now, haven't they? Cuthbert's off, Wrighton's off, and Kirby's off as well. So let's see what that leads to in these closing stages. Can Arsenal not only hold on, which is important, but actually get a winning goal, which would be even more important, wouldn't it? S77 says there, whenever Williamson leads our defence, we look solid at the back. We do. She hasn't had a great game tonight, actually, funnily enough. Munian says they're Chelsea looking for a draw now. Well, they've brought on a few more defensive players, it has to be said. They've still obviously got some real quality, haven't they, in G and Hardair and Kerr. So, but anyway, let's see if we can find the breakthrough. That's a good ball up that far side to Caitlin Ford, drilled across in. It's Millie Bright with a clearance. Is it going to go for a corner? No, it isn't, because Carter keeps it in, but it is a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. Millie Bright's had a decent game at the back for Chelsea tonight. She's been pretty solid. Probably been the pick of the defenders, actually, from both teams. Viv Miedemeier now did a penalty out, tries to get a shot away, couldn't quite manage it, and there's a mistake there at the back by Leah Walty, giving the ball to Sam Kerr, but Leah Williamson's there, tidies that up back to Zinsberger. Leah Walsh, they're caught in possession a little bit. That's the problem when you play a midfield player. Sometimes in defence, they want an extra touch of the ball. And Leah Williamson did there and nearly got caught out. And Williams says there, Leah is our wall. Well, she is usually, not quite so solid tonight. And Bev says there, how do you reckon we get on in the last 7 minutes? Well, hopefully we can get a goal in the last 7 minutes and win it. But I'm sure at this stage, both teams probably wouldn't mind a draw, would they? What are you thinking, Andreas? Would you be happy with a draw?
I think both will be a bit careful. Of course, it would be time to bring Tobin in. She could bring this very special moment we need now. But on the other side, it's dangerous to risk too much.
Yeah, I think maybe Caitlin's in because she's maybe stronger defensively, isn't she, than Tobin? And maybe if you take her out now, we may leave ourselves a little bit open over on that side because I think she is stronger defensively, I think, than Tobin Heath. There's a long ball forward there for Chelsea, but Zinsberger's going to come out and get that. No problem at all there. Fleming was trying to get in. But we are, 5.5 minutes away from the 90. We're getting to that horrible part of the game where one mistake could cost you an important point, and that would be heartbreaking. I think for either team, to be fair, the way the game's gone, neither team probably deserved to lose, if we're totally honest. Arsenal had the better of the first half. Chelsea have had the better of the second half. There's been very, very few clear chances. Both teams have had one or two good moments, could have scored, haven't done. And I feel as though neither team perhaps deserves to lose, actually. But anyway, let's hope that Chelsea do lose and we manage to find a goal. But we'll see. Christopher says there, hi there. Do you think 0-0 will be a good for Arsenal today? Well, it wouldn't be bad away from home at Chelsea. That would be 4 points against Chelsea, 4 points against Man United, 4 points against Man City. So I don't think it would be a bad result, but obviously a win would be so much better, wouldn't it, if we can find one? Surely that's a foul this time by Carter on Ford. They've had a good battle there. Christopher again says, what do you reckon? Yeah, I mean, I'll certainly take a draw. Munoz says, yeah, I agree. Tobin in, we'll have to see there. Robert says, that's why I love Manette Ibocci. She turns and shoots accurately to goal. We need to win, guys. No, a win would be fantastic, but we have got a free kick now in this far corner. It's about 10 yards in from that corner flag, so it's like a corner, just a bit closer in over on that far side. Is this going to be the moment? We are 4 minutes away from the end of this game. A goal now could be so important. Leah Williamson's in there. Miedemar's in there. Blackstenius is in there. Ford's in there. Paris is in there. Can Arsenal get the goal from this set piece, this free kick that could prove to be such an important goal? We are 4 minutes away from the end of this game. The free kick comes in. Berger drops it. Is it going to go in? It's gambled off the line. And still Arsenal can't force it in. The shot comes in. It's blocked again. It's gone out for a corner to Arsenal. Wow. That was the moment there. The ball was bobbling around the 6-yard box. Chelsea couldn't get it out and Arsenal couldn't force it in. Was that the moment? That was so close. So close. It is now a corner though to Arsenal. Another opportunity to get a set piece. It was a free kick from the same side just a moment ago. Again, this one comes towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Headed off the line. Falls to Viv. It's blocked again. Chelsea are throwing everything at it to stop the ball going in. But again, Arsenal are still in possession. Nikita Paris over on that far side. Can she get a cross in? It's blocked. Can she keep possession? That's twice now in a row that Chelsea have scrambled the ball off their own goal line in these closing stages. Is this going to be a dramatic finish for Arsenal? Kim Little with a cross in this time. Again, it's headed out by Chelsea. But Arsenal again win the second ball. Suddenly Arsenal are finding a head of steam at the end of this game. Nancy says there, just this live chat, she says there, can't get it on my TV. I think 88, is it 88 football or something? You maybe try that. You may be able to get it there. Robert says that our keeper is like a female Ramsdale. I mean, look at that. That was bouncing around inside the 6-yard box. The header comes in 2 or 3 headers there. Arsenal couldn't quite force it in. Incredible stuff there. And now Berger's pretending to be injured as she likes to do. The second corner actually beat the goalkeeper. It was headed out off the line by Millie Bright. That corner actually was going to go straight in. Incredible drama here. And S77 says a draw will be good for us because Chelsea is a great team in Europe. Chris says there, how did we not get that goal? My name is Kai. Okay, Kai. Well, you've got Christopher there anyway. Nancy says we said that one. And Munion says, oh, that was close there. And Christopher says, hopefully we win. We're certainly not going to come much closer to scoring, are we? We've hit the post. We've had 2 off the line. And we are now a minute and a half away from the end of the night. There's going to be some stoppage time. Arsenal making another substitution. Jordan Nobbs is coming on. It isn't going to be Watchalong or Tobin Heath. It's going to be Jordan Nobbs to come on for these final few minutes here of this game. And it looks like it may well be Viv going off because she's laying down on the turf at the moment. Looks like some sort of injury issue. Not quite sure what the problem is there. That's not good to see. Is it a cramp maybe? But she's going to have to go off, Viv Miedemeier, as we count down to the last minute of the 90 in this game. It's been an incredible drama, actually, especially at the end there. Arsenal almost score, but Viv is limping off. That doesn't look good, actually. It has to be said. Nancy says there, I'm near Washington, D.C. I'm not sure. Chris, it's on Sky. It's on Sky in England. I think, is it ATA football or something? It's on. I'm not sure about that. So Munion says there, female Ramsdale Zinsberger. She's certainly a good goalkeeper. Viv's now gone off. Jordan Nobbs has come on.
Not looking good.
No, it isn't looking good for Viv. She seems to be smiling, so hopefully it's just a cramp and she might be okay. Christopher says there, what a great game tonight, though. I think Arsenal should be ahead of Chelsea, but 0-0 is a good result for us. Yeah, it's not a bad result, is it? We certainly couldn't have afforded to lose this game. We haven't got a draw yet because we're still playing on. We are now into stoppage time. Arsenal playing it out from the back. Kim Little. It's going to be 8 minutes of stoppage time. Wow, 8 minutes, everyone. What an incredible amount of stoppage time. Arsenal coming forward again over on that far side. Steph Catley, can she get the cross in? It's blocked behind. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. Arsenal certainly finishing this game on top. We had a good first half. We had a poor spell in the middle of the second half, and now we're finishing this game really strongly. Munion in chat there says, hopefully Viv's not injured badly. And Christopher said there, 8 minutes added indeed. We are into that first minute of the 8. It's another corner to Arsenal. We've been dangerous from these. Swung into that near post. Goalkeeper punches it away. And in fact, it's been given as a foul against the goalkeeper. And Chelsea survived that as well. We've looked dangerous from these set pieces, actually swinging them in. It was a good punch away from, but I'm not quite sure who fouled who there. But anyway, goalkeepers are rather overprotected, as we know. And that one was a free kick given to Chelsea, which Berger is now going to take on the edge of the 6-yard box. She goes long towards halfway, but it's an Arsenal head there. Frida Marnham with it. And Arsenal are finishing this game on top, looking the more likely to win in these last few minutes. In fact, we've played a minute and a half now of the 8, and Chelsea now coming forward themselves with Pernell Harder. Plays the ball inside to Sam Kerr, drills it across the 6-yard box. Nobody's there for Chelsea, thankfully. Steph Catley should clear this away. That was a dangerous moment there for Arsenal in these closing stages. There's Chelsea still on the ball now over on that far side. It's Sophie Ingle. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in towards the far post. Sam Kerr's header. Leah Williams doesn't really deal with it. And Chelsea have scored, have they? No, they haven't. It's disallowed. Offside. The assistant referee over on that far side has given offside against Sam Kerr. In fact, she was offside. You can see it there. The right decision. It was Sam Kerr's header back across the 6-yard box. The ball eventually was tapped home by, I don't know who tapped it home actually at the far post, but they were offside as well. And we get away with that one. That would have been heartbreaking if that had stood that goal, as Christopher says, offside. It was offside. Yeah, there's no doubt it was offside. But that was a heart in the mouth moment, wasn't it, Andreas, in the last few moments there? Chelsea did have a ball in the net, but luckily it's not counting. And Leah Williamson now coming forward for Arsenal down this near side. A low ball this time cut out by Millie Bright again. Kim Little battles for that in midfield. And Jordan Nobbs plays it back to Leah Walty. We've played nearly 3 minutes of the 8. Still enough time for somebody to get a goal, somebody to get a winner for Arsenal tonight. Who is it going to be? Mike says there, 94 in chat, like, subscribe and share. Yes, please, indeed, like and subscribe if you're enjoying it. And Munion there says, oops. Yeah, but it was not given, so we don't need to worry. It's fine. The goal wasn't given, so don't panic, guys. It's still 0-0. And Arsenal there just, was it Caitlin Ford over on that far side, let the ball run away from it. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea over on that far side. We are now, 3.5 minutes into the 8 of stoppages. I don't quite know where 8 minutes has come from, but anyway, Kim Little's just been awarded player of the match actually on Sky.
Yeah.
She has played well in midfield, Kim Little, you have to say. We've got Razak in the chat there. I'm just joining. How's the game? Well, it's been a good game. It's been very tense, very tight. There's been chances at both ends. I'd say probably a draw is a fair result if we totally honest. But Chelsea now have an opportunity at the end. Great tackle that was there from Kim Little. Cross comes in. Was it handball? Chelsea claiming handball for the cross. I think it hit Leah Williamson. Referee says no. We had one of them earlier in the game as well. Would have been harsh. It was Fleming there. Great tackle actually initially from, couldn't see who that was actually. It did hit Leah Williamson's arms actually. In the Premier League, that's a penalty all day long. VAR would have given that as a penalty, but anyway, luckily there's no VAR and it isn't a penalty. And we survived that one there.
The tackle from Laura.
It was Laura. It was Laura. Great tackle. Yeah, what a great bit of defending that was. But then when the cross comes in, it is handball, isn't it?
Mm.
And in the Premier League, that would be a penalty. I don't have any doubt about that. But anyway, it isn't the Premier League, so it doesn't matter. Regina says only opposition goalkeepers are protected. Yeah, that's true. Chris says, come on. Yes. Razak, you've missed a lot. You have missed a lot. It's been a good game. But you haven't missed any goals because it is still 0-0. It's been very tense and very tight. We've hit 100 people watching, actually, for the first time on this channel ever. So a bit of history has been made tonight. Thanks to everyone for watching. Please give it a like as well. And please subscribe if you are new here. Really appreciate everybody watching. Fantastic support for this stream tonight. It's been a tense old night and we're nearly there. Munian says there, luckily no VAR. Regenda says 100 watching now. Yeah, it was over 100 a minute ago. So yeah, it's been a good stream. Thanks to everyone. Arsenal now coming forward. Can we get a goal ourselves now? We've played 5.5 minutes of the 8. It's certainly very tense. Chelsea have had the ball in the net. It was disallowed. Arsenal could have had a penalty. Chelsea could have had a penalty. Arsenal have hit the post. Chelsea have cleared one off the line. It's been that sort of a night of almost goals, but not quite a goal. It's been an incredible game. The two best teams in the WSL going head to head. Nothing to choose between them. And it's easy to see why. I do feel a draw would be the right result, but we have still got 2 minutes of stoppage time to play. Zinsberger's out. That's not a very good clearance actually from Zinsberger, but it is going to go out for a throw to Chelsea over on that far side. We've had another comment there. Maritala says, nice game. It's been a good game. It has been a very good game. And I don't feel as though anyone deserves to lose. But anyway, Manion says, yeah, that cross there did strike Leah Williamson's arm. And we maybe got away with one. I think Chelsea got away with one in the first half. That should have been a penalty on Caitlin Ford's foul. So it's probably 1-1 on penalties, maybe. So you have to look at it like that. There is now just a minute and a half of stoppage time to play. We've played 96.5 minutes in this second half, in the game rather. And we still play on. Is there going to be a dramatic finish to this game? We are now into the final minute of the 8. Chelsea are in possession inside their own half. Millie Bright goes long up that far side, but it's going to go out for a throw to Arsenal. We are now ticking down towards full time. We're in the final night. We're in the 98th minute of this game. The final minute. Are we going to see a winning goal? Is it going to come from Arsenal? Or are we going to finish in a goalless draw, which will probably be the fair result if we're totally honest. But Chelsea now coming forward again down the far side. Is this going to be the last opportunity for them? Good defending again. That was, I think, Leah Walty with that clearance. Jordan Nobbs now picks the ball up in midfield. Now Arsenal going to get one more opportunity. We're into the last 20 seconds of the stoppage time. Kim Little now in midfield for Arsenal. Well, she loses out actually, but Arsenal did manage to clear it just about. Jordan Nobbs now trying to pick the ball up in midfield. Chelsea with the ball over the top. Sam Kerr's looking to get in on it. She's got the ball. Sam Kerr on the edge of the box. A good tackle. Still Arsenal don't clear it. It's come to the far side. Cross comes into the 6-yard. Header comes in. Zinsberger's there as we hit 98 minutes. Sam Kerr there with the opportunity right at the end. Emma Hayes looks a little bit frustrated. Is that the last moment for somebody to get a winner here? Good header from Sam Kerr, but it lacked enough power and pace to beat Zinsberger. And in fact, there's gone, the full-time whistle's gone. It has ended at Kings Meadow this evening, a dramatic night of WSL football. Players are going down, sitting on the floor after that game. Everybody gave everything in that game. A fantastic advert for women's football, it has to be said. Razak says there, what is the time now? The game's just finished. The full-time whistle's just gone. Ken says there, stalemate, finishing not clinical. No, it wasn't actually. There were chances at both ends. Both teams could easily have won this game. And both teams could easily have lost it. And I think perhaps a draw is a fair result. Andreas, what did you make of all of that? Do you think a draw is the right result in the end?
Yeah, it's the fair result for both. Of course, we must say that we were lucky with this handball scene from Leah Williamson. The more often you see this in replay, it would have been a penalty, to be fair. But
it was, but I thought in the first half we maybe could have had a penalty as well. So maybe they evened themselves out over the course of the game, perhaps. And yeah, do you feel a draw was a fair result?
Yeah, I think it's a fair result because both teams had their parts of the game in which they dominated and really big chances. We had these 2 or 3 corners in which Millie Bright cleared the ball from the line, then Berger reacted very good after a corner. So we could have scored 2, and yeah, of course Chelsea made this offside goal, but it was clear offside. So yeah, chances on both sides, and a draw is a fair result. But I'm astonished that it's 0-0 with all these attackers, this quality.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was, I suppose as well, though, I thought there was some good defending as well. And I think that needs to be, maybe noted as well. I thought both teams defended well at times. I thought Suzu had a decent game for us until she got injured. I thought Minnie Bright played well for Chelsea, defended well. I thought Carter defended well for Chelsea as well. Munian says there, stalemate good enough. Our fate lies in Chelsea's hands. It does. Chelsea's still got the advantage. 2-point lead we've got. They've got a game in hand. But I believe they've got a tougher running than us. Looking at the fixtures, they've got to play Tottenham twice. They've got West Ham to play again. I think they've got some tougher games than us. But anyway, we'll see how that works out. Susan says they're a good game. Could have gone either way. Yeah, it could have gone either way, exactly. Kiddo says they're a fair result. Yeah, I think it was a fair result. Andy says, what a game. It was certainly dramatic and it was certainly exciting. Unfortunately, no goals. Robert says, I sure hope Miedemar is okay. She looks okay. She's been smiling and chatting away. So I'm sure she's going to be okay, actually. I'm not too worried about her. I think it may have just been a cramp. But Jonas there in the huddle there, and Katie McCabe as well getting involved. Jonas seems pleased, actually, with that performance, and you can understand why. I thought the girls gave it everything, actually, there tonight. They left everything out on that pitch, and it was a really good performance. And we were maybe, perhaps a draw was the right result, I suppose, when you look at it like that. Of course, the Manchester derby's on Sunday. That's a big game for them 2 clubs now, because whoever wins that game is going to close the gap on the top 2, aren't they? So that's going to be interesting for that game there. Man City probably need to win. Karen says there, I'll totally take that result as fair, but would have took it at the start. I was always worried about this match. I'm happy. Yeah, I think we're reasonably happy, aren't we? We've still got that 2-point advantage. We've got a slightly better goal difference, but Chelsea do have a game in hand. Matt says, I'll take that point. Yeah, I think we've got to take the point, haven't we? Christopher says, I can't wait for the Tottenham game. Bring it on. The Tottenham game is going to be good. We've got a couple more before then as well. Munian says, when are we back in action? Kiddo says, Kimmy, next game is the FA Cup game, isn't it? Against Liverpool, the end of February, the 26th of February, 27th of February? The 27th of February, I think it is, against Liverpool in the FA Cup. That's our next game. There's no WSL games next weekend. Of course, it's an international break. So there's the international tournament, isn't there?
Next WSL game is at home against Birmingham on 6th March.
Yeah, 6th of March. Yeah, the FA Cup game isn't the week before against Liverpool. So we've got a week or so off, which is probably what we need. Christopher says there, great commentary. Well done. No, thanks for watching. Yeah, Kiddo against Liverpool. That's right. Matt says there, when's the guide coming out? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Matt's done a video actually, a guide of the Tranmere Rovers ground where we played against Liverpool. I'll be putting that out obviously ahead of the game, probably in the next week or so. That'll be coming out, Matt. Just obviously want to make sure it's close enough to the game so that people are thinking about travelling and stuff like that. If we do it too early, people might forget and not watch it. So I'll put it out for the week the game's on, maybe the start of that week. Captain Kim, player of the match. She was, yeah, as Marilyn says there, she was player of the match, fully deserved. Regenda says that Birmingham game is costing us. Well, you could say that, but Chelsea lost to Reading, didn't they? So, it swings and roundabouts in the league. Kiddo says Viv, far more effective as number 10. Indeed, she was. That's what we learned from today's game. It's one of the things we learned. I totally agree. The FA Cup, is it home or away? It's away at Liverpool. Obviously, top of the Championship they are. Matt says, fair enough. Yeah, don't worry, mate. I've got it all together. It's some good stuff there. Thanks for doing that. And it will be going out ahead of that game. Give people enough time to watch it and to plan their trip to Tranmere for that FA Cup game, which is, of course, next weekend, next Sunday. So it's going to be good. I'll put it out obviously this week. So yeah, it's going to be good stuff, that FA Cup game as well. Kiddo says there, would you guys be happy if we handed a contract extension to Kate? I want her at the club. We can't lose her. Well, she had a great game tonight, didn't she? I thought she was brilliant actually. So yeah, I'd certainly offer a new contract. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Robert says at least there was no double yellow cards. Exactly. Yeah, last night's double yellow cards was enough for me to deal with for 1 week. And William says FA Cup, we are coming. Yep, the FA Cup. Let's hope we can get back to Wembley, and who knows, maybe get revenge on Chelsea. But you have to say that performance tonight, it just kind of showed, didn't it, that the improvements that we've made since the FA Cup final. We've had some difficult times since then. We've had a lot of injuries. We've had a lot of players out. We basically had almost a full-strength team today. And you could see that we were able to go head-to-head with Chelsea. And I think we proved we were as good as them. We beat them at home. We've drawn away. We did the same against Man City. We've got the same results against Man United. We did draw away at Tottenham. If we beat them at home, we'd have got 4 points off them as well. We just need to now concentrate on the running. If we can win most of the games that we've got left, then I think we've got a chance. Says the amount of draws. Yeah, we've had some draws, but we could have lost a lot of them draws, couldn't we? Because we've scored late goals, so we could even be worse off. And Kiddo says there, the first half performance was commendable. The first half performance was very, very good. Chelsea changed things in the second half tactically and got better. But yeah, we'll definitely take that point. Robert says there, good night, guys. Thanks for watching, mate. Again, we'll see you very, very soon. And Regenda says that we need to win all the games. Now, we're probably going to have to win most of them, aren't we? And hope that Chelsea drop a couple of points here and there. I say they've got some tough games coming up. So, let's hope that it's going to go to the wire anyway, isn't it? I think. I mean, how do you see the title race now, Andreas? Obviously, Chelsea do still have that slight advantage with a game in hand, but they've got to win the game in hand. Simple as that, isn't it?
A game in hand doesn't mean you have 3 points. You must first win this game in hand. So I just looked at that table. They have in March three games in 1 week, and then later again because of these games in hand. So it's a tough program for Chelsea, and we saw against the midfield, the teams from middle of the table, that they have problems. Even when they won against them, they had problems to score, and so it's not clear that they win every match. And they have on the last day the home match against United. So even if they are, maybe if they are in the lead at the last before the last day, it could be that they draw or lose against United. So we have all the 3 top teams done now. We have played City, Chelsea, United. It's only Spurs in the North London derby what's waiting for us. So the other matches for us, we could win every match now. So it's still open. Of course, we are 2 points clear at the table. So this is what counts at the moment. And every other thing is in Chelsea's hand. But as I said, the games in hand, you must win them. Otherwise, it's worth nothing.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly it, isn't it? I mean, we've got the points now, and Chelsea have got to catch us. It's been the case most of the season. They've been chasing us, haven't they, since that first game? And yes, it's slightly in Chelsea's favour in terms of the fact that if they win every game, there's nothing we can do, and it is slightly in their hands. But having said that, I don't think they will win every game. They've got a lot of tough games to come, and I do believe, I said earlier, I think we've got a slightly better running, a slightly easier running, and you could certainly see us winning all our games, and if we do, I think that could well be enough to pip Chelsea to the top. But it's going to go down to the wire, isn't it? I think it's going to go down to that last weekend, isn't it? We're away at West Ham, and Chelsea play Man United. It could come down to that 1 week, couldn't it? That's decided that would be an exciting finish to the season, certainly, wouldn't it? But yeah, it was a good performance from Arsenal overall tonight. I was pretty pleased with how we played. There's been a few more comments have come in actually since that last few comments there. Regenda says we need to win all the games. You said that one before. Kiddo says communication at the back has to improve, but I'm aware of the fact that it will develop. Yeah, I think because we've got a couple of new players there. Regenda says they're back to the first half, 5-0 wins again before the Barcelona game. Yeah, we maybe get back to that soon. Munian says there, Kiddo, these are points that are worthy to cheer about coming into the season. Let's hope so. Regenda says we are still in Europe. Of course we are. And Kiddo says Rafa has literally changed the dynamic of the team. Leah wasn't her usual self. I exactly agree with that. I thought Rafa played well actually till she went off, and Leah wasn't herself today. I'm not quite sure if she's 100% fit. She didn't play last game, did she? So maybe that's why she was a bit nervy, but we got through it obviously with a clean sheet. Christopher says there the game tonight was hard for both teams, but what a great result away from home. Can't wait for your next live stream. Thanks for the commentary. No, thank you for watching. The next live stream for the women will be the Liverpool game in the FA Cup a week on Sunday, so please join me for that one. Kiddo says, when will the girls rep the third kit? We haven't seen them wear it once, have we? No, I don't think we have. Actually, I don't think they have worn it. Maybe it'll be time to wear it soon. Maybe get Liverpool in the FA Cup. Maybe we'll have to see. Herman says, have to relax now. Hell of a game. It was a tense night. It was exciting. Lots going on. Chances at both ends. Could have been penalties at both ends. There was scrambles, hitting the post, balls off the line, goal disallowed. Lots went on. But despite all that, he actually finished Chelsea women 0, Arsenal women 0. So no goals, which we were a little bit surprised about maybe. Regenda says, hit the likes. Yeah, if you want to hit the likes, please do so. We've got quite a few tonight. A lot of people watching actually, over 100 at one point. For the first time, we've hit that on this channel in one show. That's fantastic. Thanks everyone for watching. Matt says, once in Europe. Yeah, it'd be nice to, obviously we Chelsea have never won the Champions League in the women, and we have, so we've got one over on them. Matt says, cheers to both of you. Regenda says 51 likes only. Well, 51, that's 2 after the record. So 3 more people can like it before you go. Give it 3 more. It'll beat the record. Get up to 55. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Beat the record there. Kiddo says Viv at 10 and Stino up front. That's the way to go. It is the way to go. We looked a lot. We had a much better shape about us, didn't we, tonight? Especially in that first half. Really good shape that we had. And I thought that that is probably the way to go forward now. As long as Viv can be fit, of course. That's going to be important, isn't it, as well? That's good stuff. So maybe that's the way we'll see the team playing. So we'll see what happens. Matt says there, the third kit, not the times that we've won it. I don't know, actually. I don't know if we have. I don't think we have played in the third kit, actually. Obviously, we couldn't have won it tonight, could we? Because Chelsea played in blue. But anyway, Kiddo says, I don't really praise Chelsea, but the atmosphere at Kings Meadow was incredible. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's the biggest game in the WSL for quite a few years, actually, isn't it? Regenda says 55 now. Let's get it to 60. Let's get it to 60. We've beat the record then. So tonight, we've had 2 records on the channel. We've got over 100 live viewers at one time. In fact, I think it went up to 104 at one point, 106 maybe. So that was fantastic. And now we've also beat the record for likes as well. So that's even better as well. So fantastic. Thanks to everybody for your support. We may well even beat the total views. We record for total views as well, maybe on tonight's stream, perhaps. Let's hope so. And Christopher says, subscribe. Yes, please all subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's been a tense, nervy night. Did you enjoy it, Andreas? Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, I enjoyed the game, and thanks for having me on the show. It was much better than watching the game alone. So I could share my emotions with you, with everybody, and yeah, it was a fantastic game, and I think it was worth watching it. Yeah.
No, it definitely was. Yeah, I mean, people might look at the score and think, "Oh, a 0-0 draw. What a boring game that was." But actually, it wasn't. For a 0-0 draw, I've seen games with a lot of goals in that haven't been as good, entertaining, and as good to watch as this one. So, I think that we need to, remember that as well and give credit as well to the two teams for a great game. And goes to show the quality that there is in the women's game at the moment, in the WSL in particular. We've seen some great games recently. All the top teams been playing each other, and it carries on. Of course, Sunday the Manchester Derby as well. That's going to be good. Christopher says subscribe to over and over and over again. Yes, please subscribe if you haven't done so. Rajendra says let's make it a good show like that again. And Kiddo says big up Andreas. Indeed, yeah, it's been fantastic having Andreas on. I mean, I usually do the watch-alongs on my own, actually, so it's a bit different for me. So someone in, it was great to have Andreas in. I thought it was good. I enjoyed doing it with you tonight, and we'll maybe have to do this maybe a bit more in the women's games, perhaps going forward. Maybe watch them together. If I know not all of them are on the telly in Germany, are they? Or can you get to watch most of them anyway?
No, not every match is shown, but the most of the matches are shown in Germany. Yes.
Oh, good. We might be able to do this again. And Kilo says draw Salon. Yeah, we have been drawing a lot lately. And Christopher says, bye, guys. Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully see you again very, very soon. Look out for the notifications for the next live watch along. But no, I enjoyed that. It was good. It was a good, great game. Very tense. Not we would have loved to have seen, but ultimately, if you can't win a game like this, the most important thing is not to lose. And by whether or not it was by design or by luck, maybe we didn't manage to lose it, and we could have won as well. So that was great as well. Regina says there, you got this great commentary and comments. No, thanks guys, thanks everyone actually in the chats tonight. Joseph says a nice game it was. Kiddo says Wolfsburg, we're coming. Yeah, well, we are coming for them, and we certainly, I feel a lot more confident that we can get through them with this team now, with the new players and everybody coming back fitness again. Obviously, Katie McCabe to come back in as well. Munyan says, good night, Gunners. Yeah, good night, mate. Again, thanks for your support. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everybody else for watching. And a special thanks to Andreas for his company tonight. It was great to have you in and watch the game together. It was fun. I enjoyed that. And yeah, we couldn't quite get the win, but you know what? I don't feel too bad about that draw, do you?
Yeah, I'm satisfied with the draw. And yeah, and of course, with the performance. More important than the result, the performance was really good. I think it was the best performance since late October or November from our team. So, and I would say if we play at this level, we have a chance against Wolfsburg. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I would have said they will thrash us. We have no chance against them. But now, if we play at this level, it's everything open. It's a 50-50 match against them, and yeah, so. I think we should go with positive thoughts out of this match today.
Exactly, and hopefully it can give us a bit more confidence as well for the WSL games, for the Champions League games, and we can build on this performance. Because I agree, that was our best performance for quite some time, it has to be said. And against a team of that quality as well, away from home in such a big game, I think we can draw a lot of confidence from this, and hopefully we can go on and push on from there. Munyan says, I love you, Gunners. Yeah, so do we. Rajendra says, great show. See you next game. Indeed. Millie's in the chat there. I love what you're doing to support women's game. Much love. No, thank you for supporting the channel. We love the women's team. We love women's football. So it's great that you've found the channel. Kiddo says Lasada in the mud. No Champions League for 2 consecutive years. She's really said Chelsea City were good enough to win the whole thing. Well, maybe they might do in the future, but I'm sure we've got more chance this year. Herman says when's the next game and against who? It's against Liverpool in the FA Cup on Sunday week, the 26th, I think it is, of February. And Kiddo says United ain't dropping off. No, they're probably not. I think that's the top 3, isn't it? Us, Chelsea and United. Let's hope it's going to be us on the top. And tonight certainly gives me hope that it can be. But, not many teams are going to be able to beat Chelsea, are they? That's the thing that we may need them to draw a couple of games. I can't see them losing too many. But you never know. They lost to Reading. Maybe someone else can do us a favour. Tottenham, maybe. Imagine that. Imagine Tottenham giving us the title by beating Chelsea. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? but I don't care who takes points off them as long as somebody does, and we go on and beat them to the title. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Kiddo says Lauren Hemp and Keith swap. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I can't see that happening, unfortunately. Lauren Hemp's a great player, isn't she? But anyway, yeah, fantastic. Imagine her in this team now with what we've got. Would be incredible, wouldn't it? But it's a great team as it is anyway. Anyway, that's enough for tonight. We enjoyed that game. It was a fantastic game to watch. Glad all you guys enjoyed it, watching it with us as well. So thanks to everyone for tuning in. I'll be back live probably on Tuesday for the Tuesday clinic, looking back on the Arsenal game last night against Wolves and looking ahead to what's coming up as well, stuff like that. I think we need to try and I think we'll do a women's show next Friday, actually, because we've got a United game we've played. We haven't really talked about that. We've got this game, we've got the FA Cup coming up as well. So maybe we'll do a women's show next Friday, like normal, get back to normal again, and do that. And we've got quite a lot to talk about. So we'll maybe pencil that in for next Friday for the women's show as well. So that'll be some more. There's no, obviously, games this week. And he says there, thanks, great show and commentary. Look forward to next ones. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you again, Andy, as well. Thanks for your support, mate. Kiddo says, big up Andreas and Richard every time. No, thanks for tuning in again. Well, appreciate your support. So, yeah, I say we're back Tuesday for the Tuesday clinic. We have the women's show Friday. No games, no live watch-alongs. There's no games until the weekend after. With actually, no, Arsenal playing Brentford, aren't they, next Saturday, actually, in the Premier League. Not obviously tomorrow, next Saturday. So that'll be the next game. And then obviously the week after that, it's the FA Cup for the women. So a lot of gap between games at the minute with one thing and another. But we've got it all covered here. So please like, share and subscribe. Andreas, thank you very much for your company tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the show again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me, and good night, everybody.
And Kiddo says, yes, we need the show. Yeah, we'll be on next Friday. Don't worry about that. We'll be back next Friday as normal. To look back on everything that's gone on. So, yeah, it finished obviously 0-0 draw, decent result, good performance, happy with that. We move on. It keeps the title race interesting now, doesn't it? For the last 3 or 4 months of the season, it's going to be a hectic finish. It's going to be an exciting finish. Let's hope that come May, it will be Arsenal with that trophy to lift and not Emma Hayes again for the third time in a row. We want to get that offer. And I think we showed tonight we're good enough. We can match them. We're as good as them, maybe better slightly. So let's see how it goes. A big few games coming up now. So stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Andreas, as always. Thanks for you guys in the chat. Some records broken tonight on the channel. We couldn't quite get the win, but we'll take a draw. It's been a good night. It's been a good result, good game. And we will see you all very soon. In the meantime, of course, as always, come on, you Gunners. Come on. We will see you very soon. Kiddo says peace. Top of the table. Indeed, we are top of the league. We'll see you all soon, guys. Take it easy. Thanks a lot. Speak to you soon.